Alright, we were arriving at the, aliving. I wish I was aliving. I did die.
I wish Alta could be alive.
Yeah, Alta's also dead. In between sessions, Alta died on the way here. Black
For
Cat's
no reason,
not
she
good
just
luck.
did.
If you scroll up, you can see how. But alas.
Let me just do that real quick.
Yeah. There you go.
Great rolls.
I think that's all the context that it needs.
Yes. We were heading to the Leechlands for a meeting with Belladonna's sister. Also, Calico needs surgery or he is just gonna die. He's been slowly losing it. His arm is decaying, and the rest of him soon to follow. You guys arrived. You cashed in your binding. You made a great promise to the gay marines that you would throw Ferrum in a pit and throw mud at them. Because they're a wanted criminal. They've only wanted to get a bounty, surprisingly. And what else? Oh yeah, and Bravv got a new magical cursed sword that he wagered Calico's life for. So we'll see what happens with that.
They'll come up with a plan, I'm sure.
So is there anything you guys want to do before landing at the Leechlands?
Are you gonna go
Well,
further
Belladonna
in, like...
did just find the letter
Yeah, there was a
from her
bird.
mother.
Oh yeah, we seen a letter
The
from this little pigeon that was just like green and dying,
Decaying.
and decaying, and had a letter.
It is
and
like me.
buddy. Yeah, this like Alta right now, who's currently stinking up the ship for corpse. Unfortunately. Yeah, Belladonna, this little bird is kind of like in your hands right now, trying to peck at you. What do you do with it?
I kick it away.
Okay, it flies off further inland, and you don't really see where it goes. It flies like it's doing like little barrel rolls as it goes. It's spinning because it's got no feathers on one of its wings. Very bad at
Okay.
flying.
So, from last session, I read the letter and I got like the hidden message, which was the shipwreck that killed her parents was faked, and that her mother is actually still alive. So I'd say Belladonna takes about 10 seconds to freak out about that, puts the letter in her pocket, and is like, "Emotions later, job first. Calico, come with me."
Calico just gives you his giant fucking saber-tooth arm to carry because he's just kind of like barely able to walk on his own anymore.
And I guess I'd lead everybody over to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Unless anybody else has something they want to do on the beach first.
I mean, the whole reason we're here is to they get the shit sorted out, or those bros gonna like combust.
Explode?
Presumably.
It might just explode, who knows?
It might,
Things
it
have
might
been
be
doing
like
that a
that
lot
one
recently.
photo of the werewolf ripping off the shirt.
Stay away from me. You don't want to see me like this.
Bravv, I'm sorry.
Eats bear. Eats bear, jumps into the sea and drowns. Such a
Bring the
good
cat
podcast.
into it.
Cat teleports out like a boat.
Yeah, just unfazed. Okay, Belladonna, you make it further and you come to this like swampy part, which is just no land. It's just all eroded away, surrounded by water everywhere. This really thick water that you could kind of like fall in, and really be like quicksand almost, just bringing you down.
Okay, can I check, see, I can't remember what we named him, but do you remember there was like a shark who was like, or not a shark, an alligator who was like transporting people, and I would ride on him to work.
Yeah, you have like a work taxi gator.
Yeah, is he around?
Yeah, roll me an animal handling. See if he's alright.
Okay,
See if you can call out to him, see if he's there. You do like a couple swishes in the water, use your whistle just like in a normal way to make a noise to signify that you're there. And you notice the water starting to swell as a crocodile comes over, fit to carry one person. and approaches you.
Hello. How
Do you
long
use
has
your
it
whistle to
been?
talk to it?
Yeah, of course I do.
Its eyes go kind of feline, and it looks at you and just goes, hello. Would you like a lift? It has been a long time.
Hello, how have you been?
It has been good. It is
This
Quiet.
is my pirate crew. Everyone say hello to Barus. I remember it's Barus.
looks up and just goes like, no, but no, don't everyone tell me your names. I am still a maturing crocodile. My brain doesn't have capacity for so many names.
Well, I'm Bravv anyways.
Okay, that's where it ends. But good to meet you all.
Okay.
Hello, Barus.
I know you would not be able to carry everybody, but is there anybody else around who might be able to help carry everyone over to the hospital? I have a sick man here with me.
I can take you one at a time, or I can call over some of my friends who are not exactly trained for this sort of thing.
I turn to the group. What do you guys think? All together or one at one?
What exactly does mean is not exactly trained for this thing? mean?
Well, if I tell them not to bite, they won't bite, so there's no worry of that. They do like to roll, though.
You like to
They do like
roll?
rolling around in the water.
You say the word
but
roll
they
and it
have to get
spins.
they have to
Yes,
get their
like this.
driver's license.
They don't have drive. They're not driving.
So
They're swimming. We just
right,
swim.
they're trained for it.
Yeah,
So they
it's
have
like the
to do a
same thing as a
test.
boat.
So these guys haven't passed their test. Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
okay. But I mean, this
I
way
don't
we're
know
giving
what
them
makes you think
experience,
there's
right?
that kind of a system in the beach.
So this is a good thing. We're basically doing them a favor then.
I guess. But sure, why don't you grab everybody?
Okay, I shall do it. Goes
Thank you,
underwater.
Barus.
Comes back with boom, a bunch more little crocodiles.
I'll
And
build a whistle for them too.
who's getting on Bruce?
Barus is my little buddy.
Okay, you hop on Bruce, and
That's my one.
he
We
quickly
go way back.
sails you over very quickly. Everyone else roll me an animal handling.
Ugh.
I'll use my whistle for them as well, so they can all speak.
Yeah, they can all speak, but
But
we'll see.
Where's animal handling?
Should be the top one.
Second.
Big.
Chill.
Yo, does my
become
feet
instant best friends with this
does,
alligator.
does my feet force of personality come into play here?
What does force of personality do?
People and creatures that you meet are more likely to be amenable and forthcoming, even if they don't understand why. The common folk will help you and lend their ear you with aid, and they do not show yourself openly hostile to them, or unless I don't show myself
Instead, give me
openly
a
hostile.
persuasion of advantage.
Yes. Yo, I rolled like dog shit.
oh, you did you?
Okay, what is Alta's AC?
AC.
What's her AC? Just curious. Just keeping
15.
track of some things. Okay. You get on this gator and it's trying its best, but just because you step on like a little part that you would assume to be normal and not hurting for one, it gets like a little itchy and it, out of instinct, slaps its tail and hits you in the back. Take 10 damage. Holy shit!
What the fuck?
These things are stacked.
I
Damn.
can see why you don't have your license.
Because
A D8 plus 2?
sorry.
Wait, what?
Did
is
roll
it?
a 8.
Oh, we're expending hit dice today, boys.
We're going straight
my
to the
cat
hospital, Alta.
okay?
It'll be fine.
Your cat is like digs its claws like into your head. It's like on top of your head. It's just like, ugh. holding on
Not that I've
tight.
taken more damage from.
No, that's
It's
why.
a-
That's why it was an 8.
yeah, Bear gave it the help action. Alta makes it over.
Better roll it again
Save
then in
2
case
after
it did a
that.
crit.
True. Oh, whoops, that was the damage. Alta makes it over, fine. Ferrum hops on one and it jumps up and it looks at you and it like does this fucking like Mexican wave with its whole body and just like tosses Ferrum up into the air and boops Ferrum very lightly all the way over across the water, landing next to Belladonna. It doesn't even carry you over, it just kind of volleyballs you over.
Oh, they're fun. Why don't they have their license?
They don't exist here.
What?
They're just, I'm the only one who can speak to the alligators, so, I'm the only one who can kind of convince them to do this.
Oh.
You seem to have fun with them, though.
Yeah.
That's great.
They're nice.
See, after the one that helped Ferrum across just kind of goes into a tent, very slowly creeping, and you just hear screaming. And then it gets kicked out and goes back into the water.
Oh, they're making friends.
Yes.
Bravv also has one across, but in the way that like it acts like it's tamed by Bravv instead of like helping him out. It like puts its head down like a little scared dog and like helps Bravv go across.
Thanks.
How
This
do
seems to be the
Calico
force
know?
of Brav's personality.
They're so tame.
Let's see how Anda and Calico do. Anda heads over, just swims and avoids all crocodiles. Does not get bitten anywhere. Calico, is animal handling intelligence? I think so.
No, I thought it was
It's
wisdom.
It's
wasn't it?
wisdom.
It's wisdom.
Right?
Okay. Calico puts his foot on one, tries to grab into it. His claw,
Oh no.
he uses the wrong hand, his claw goes into it, he also takes a hit.
Unless it
Crocodile.
misses.
Oh, it could miss. His AC is 15.
Whoa.
Where's this crocodile? Oh.
And it misses.
Um,
Calico, be careful.
he's like, "Ah, I don't know how these things work.
It's not a thing.
They don't have wheels. Like steering wheels. I don't get them.
Yeah, if they're in training, they should really have training wheels.
He's just like slowly losing his battle. He does like death saves with wisdom checks to get across, and he finally makes it. Calico, everyone gets across just peachy to the hospital little area.
Okay, I bring Calico into the surgery/morgue.
It's just like a shared surgery and morgue room. There's like a corpse
Yeah.
next to the
We
surgery
only have
table.
one surgery table, so we have to do both.
To make
Don't
do.
worry, it's thoroughly cleaned.
You notice it's completely unmanned in here. Seems
Completely
just like quiet.
unmanned?
Yeah, there's nobody here.
Ah.
It's like signs of like light though. There's like a fire that's been on or a stove that's been on or something that just hasn't been fed in a while and is cooling down, but clearly someone's been here earlier today. But nobody around for now, which is odd because there are always people that are hurt here. That are
Yeah.
here for good or bad reasons.
Can I go into like the regular like room to see if there's any like patients like waiting, or is that completely empty as well?
Yeah, you go and you see like there's one old man in one of like the bedrolls on the floor. These don't have like proper beds, you just have like bedrolls. You see also that there
Yeah.
is a smashed up piano.
That is worrying. Is the old man awake?
Old man's sleeping.
Okay, I'll leave him to it and I'll go do surgery on Calico.
Okay.
I'll make sure like the table is cleaned, because who knows when was the last time
Yeah, it seems like
Something was
other
on
people
this.
haven't been cleaning it as well as you would. So you have to just like fully strip it and kind of like there's like a deep clean that needs done. Nothing is sterile in here. You have to start from scratch.
Does Belladonna need a second, like someone to hand her scalpels?
Look, when I do this surgery, it is going to be, you know, you will see the inside of a person. Are you sure you can handle that? I would appreciate the help, don't get me wrong, but last thing I would need is for somebody to not have the stomach and not everything.
What would I roll to see if I can handle it?
Constitution,
You
probably,
could-
I'd say.
You could do a
Constitution.
con or a whiz check, and you would be giving either. You would probably be giving the help action to Belladonna on any checks if you manage to stay awake. / don't puke.
I can help Miss Donna. I really can.
Okay, well, if, you know, during surgery you feel uneasy in any way, don't be afraid to hit back, okay?
Oh,
But-
okay, but I won't. I won't.
That's great. Right. Through here, and I will show Alta all the things I would probably need and name them, I guess, so she knows what's what and get Calico prepped.
Calico lays on the table before it's like fully prepped, and you just kind of have to update around him. He instantly falls asleep. He's just so exhausted.
Okay.
You're reminded of the last time that you had to do a surgery on a captain who you thought was dead.
A drunk one.
Calico also you smell alcohol on his breath.
Oh, this takes me back. They thought John was dead, though.
They did find him.
Yeah, they just found him in the swamp and were like, dead guy.
Sure, Belladonna, like, as like this captain is being put down to surgery, Belladonna was just getting strangely nostalgic.
Anyway, what else do I think we go ahead? What do I roll?
First off, between Wiz or Con, Alta, give me a DC 8 saving throw.
They're the same, so.
Oh.
And Belladonna, give me a medicine check of advantage. Okay.
14.
Here's your scalpel.
Was
Miss
it-
Donna.
You see her start to like open up the forearm just to check what's in there, and it's just immediate queasiness feeling from Alta, but she manages to keep it in, keep awake. Doesn't like fully look at what's going on, but doesn't is like still helping with the job and being a good assistant.
It's like the liver you drew for me.
I forgot about that.
True. Calico is just so asleep that like the anesthesia isn't even fully needed, but you give it anyway. You manage to find that there are these little like almost these like little barbed hooks inside of these enlarged veins in his left arm that you remove. And you're just like, someone has put these in here and they're just blocking his veins, or they've been like expanding for some reason. And
Oh,
they're-
so like it was like surgically put in?
Yeah, you remember that he was given a synthetic for it, and then he was injected with something sort of whenever he described that he was given it as a child. Now you see that these are like these little green hooks of this very hard like rock, almost not even like steel, that you can remove
shit.
safely, and you see blood flow immediately improves.
Okay, I'm gonna keep all those tiny little hooks in like a jar.
Yep. I'll roll me another DC 10 this time as we get further into the surgery. Alta,
Let's go!
flying colors. You know,
Abstracted
Belladonna's
by the
helping
hooks.
tuck for it. Alta's attention is elsewhere.
Wow, Miss Donna, you keep interesting collections.
Thank
It goes kind of like my ball bearings. Can I take some?
I want to, once the surgery is done, I want to study them, but, yes, certainly.
Oh, okay. Smart thing. I got it, doctor.
Okay, roll me another medicine check of advantage. DC this time. DC last time was 12. This time it's 16.
Shit.
Let's go!
You make
We're
it.
both showing up.
Yeah, you're doing good. You managed to help the upper arm of Calico, and you notice as like there's like residue of these hooks that are very much more fine and embedded in his bloodstream and like in little parts of just his muscle. You notice as you take them away, his body starts to turn a little like more feline, closer up his shoulder and like spreading to his neck rather than just the arm. It seems like they might have been blocking his devil fruit from spreading throughout his body in some ways. Okay, and now from Alta, this will be a DC 12 con check. Con save. Alta stays awake the whole time. Her lunch stays down. Once again, great helper.
Starts becoming actually pretty interested.
And now...
Oh, so what does this mean, Doctor?
Oh, well, this this is the artery and then this is the vein. So the blood flow comes from the arteries and then the veins take it to the heart.
Bear, are you seeing this?
Bear's outside, just walked outside at some point, started a nap on the waiting room table, is playing with like this little Lego piece you guys have going on, like a little Lego set.
After this, could Alta get a +1 to her medicine?
Ferrum, you see Bear is beckoning to you to come over.
Oh, what's going on?
Just very like forcefully pushes an entire box of Lego pieces onto the ground for you to play with, and just sits, curls up, and just looks at you expectantly.
Whoa. I start working as fast as I ever have in my life.
You guys hear like the Lego game sound where they just put together all the pieces a million miles per hour. And Belladonna, give me another advantage medicine. DC 22.
DC 22.
Yep.
Damn.
Let's go!
I
would have that advantage.
Okay, I'll give you guys just as you fully stitch up Calico, and like you see as you're done fixing up this, he's got like other issues where like his bones have fractured in certain places just because of like the muscle being way too big for like the fat or his bones to handle. Like some of his ligaments have torn his arm. You just fix all of those issues as well that are not exactly related to whatever is going on with the devil fruit. And you see him shift into this like very perfectly even hybrid form in his sleep, where he grows these kind of like saber-toothed tusks that aren't like hugely big, like they just kind of go down to his chin, and he's all like this spotted fur all over, but he's still asleep. And you see like, you feel like almost like you give him too much anesthesia just because you and Alta got the surgery done so quickly that he's just gonna have to nap for a while. And I'm just gonna go through some of the downsides. If you don't get, just because this was like a death save system, depending on how many successes and failures you guys got for this. So, one failure would be that for the next week, Calico would not be able to use his devil fruit, and he would have 2 levels of exhaustion. And also he would have disadvantage on death saves, which would be pretty big.
Ooh.
2 failures would have been he loses an arm and loses the ability to progress with his devil fruit. So he would have had to have amputated that left arm, which would have counted as another medicine check just to successfully do that. And 3 would have been he instantly dies. So you guys made it with 3 successes.
A little awkward.
Yeah, like the last like fucking critical success. Like that surgery was pristine.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have solved your problem where you like wagered his life for a sword, so it would put him out of picture, you know. Kind of tidy.
Well,
You
no,
wouldn't even
I-
have to feel bad about it.
I mean, a little bit, but like, I also would have to like bring his dead body to him. I thought, like, I promised to bring both the
He just
father and the
shows up.
son.
He just shows up in your dream like, my boy, good job
Maybe
in
you could do
selling off your
surgery on the
doctor.
dad as well. You never know.
True.
Belladonna really would have been the Grim Reaper then.
Belladonna, you just feel that like not only have you not really had a helper for so long on pirate ships, but there's also been issues of like the ship is just getting hit by giant waves and you're doing very delicate handwork. And for once you're on like level ground with proper tools on a flat surface, and it just seems like a breeze with Alta helping you out.
Yeah, especially because like the helpers I would have had in the Leechlands before as well probably would not have been as good as Alta was.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, we did session zeros. One of Belladonna's helpers, the most experienced doctor here, believed that playing the piano to people would close up their wounds and stuff. So
yeah,
they didn't have the best medical system beyond this.
I like clean myself off, make myself like completely like pristine, help Alta like clean any like blood she might have gotten on her and all this, and I like take Alta by the shoulder and I say, I appreciate this so much. I'm proud of you.
Well, doctor, it looks like the patient's gonna make a full recovery. Sorry, I just always wanted to say that. Thanks for letting me sit in.
Thank you for helping me. I haven't had decent help like that ever. So thank you.
Oh, well, I guess that's gonna change with us around.
Let us get something for you. I saw you got hit by the tail of the alligator, and I'm gonna go into the main room and just raid.
Are you gonna do surgery on me?
Oh, you don't need surgery, honey. You just need a little band-aid.
Oh, well, that's kind of boring, but okay.
Don't go and try and injure yourself just so I can do surgery on you. It's weird.
Hey, can you if you did do surgery on me, you'd be opening up my back, right? So you could see my spine and everything. What does that look like?
What? The spine?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, there's a skeleton over here I can show you.
Okay. You see this? There's a skeleton next to like a list of like people yet to be buried. It's like very careful which one you pick. She gets the model one.
No, I don't.
She grabs one just out of someone's body. You're crushed.
No, like it's a
like
full
Sub-Zero.
like just like I'd imagine it's like a full like an actual like skeleton that has been preserved specifically for teaching purposes. Like somebody wrote in their will, preserve my skeleton to be on display. So like this is exactly what this person wants. So I just start explaining all the bones.
See, but does that mean I have bones where coming out of my shoulders?
Probably. As far as I'm aware, birds have hollow bones. Because it's it makes them lighter. It's easier for them to fly. So I would imagine that your wings, they seem very bird-like. You would have hollow bones inside of your wings.
Start knocking on them.
They feel hollow.
If
wow, you really are smart, Miss Donna. I'm learning so much.
I like get a sheet of paper and I like quickly sketch down like a human skeleton, but I would also add what I imagine Alta's skeleton with like the bones would look like. And basically explain like how I imagine like the anatomy of her body would work.
I've never seen a skeleton like this before.
Well, this probably isn't going to be 100% accurate, as I've never seen a skeleton of somebody who has wings like you before either, but this is, as accurate as I could.
It's perfect, Miss Donna. It's perfect. Oh. Thank you.
Thank you.
She's gonna take it. She's gonna tuck it away in her journal. And she's
okay.
She'll look at it sometimes before she goes to sleep. Throw the pages.
Okay. Last thing, Alta, roll a perception check.
Oh.
Through like sometimes averting her gaze during the surgery, but also from the words that Belladonna was saying to her, Alta picked up a good bit and now has proficiency in medicine.
Yeah.
You also see that the last concerns about Calico being unwell are gone because he's just snoring and is like rolled over on his side. He's like gone into a full, nice, big sleep.
His father will be so happy. I think.
Okay, I'm gonna raid the hospital for like medical supplies and stuff like that. Obviously gonna leave them with enough, but just if there's if it hasn't been run by Belladonna, there probably aren't any excess. But
You see there are free
look
uses of the healer's kit lying around. That's
I
about
will
it.
take those.
There are 2 like plasters. That's it. They're looking low.
Oh, that's all they have?
Yeah, they or like that's all that there would be in excess.
Okay, yeah, I'll take those.
You guys come out of the surgery room. What is Ferrum built with the Lego pieces that they were given?
They've built like a little restaurant,
Oh my god.
and they're serving customers.
Ferrum, or like Bear is just like slowly patting a little Lego man who's like on his back into the restaurant.
Could I order a hamburger?
Bear hisses at you.
Extra large.
Bear points out that he's first in line.
How do you know that's the line? That could have been something else.
Sir, this is a one-way system.
Is this a pandemic? What?
You're gonna have to wait your place, sir. What do you want, Bear?
Just like points at this like little plastics like menu that just has like a big like turkey leg.
Excellent choice. And I make a turkey leg out of Lego. And I give it to him.
That's gonna end up choking on this. This is
He licks it
terrible.
twice and then just like looks at you confused and goes back to sleep.
Okay.
A satisfied
Want a burger,
customer.
sir?
So about my burger.
Yeah, how do you like your burger?
Extra large.
Okay, how do you like it done?
Like a burger.
Sir, how do you like your steak done? Big.
I make a giant Lego steak burger. Sorry.
It's just like there's only little pieces, so you just have like 20 of them mushed together.
Alright, here you go, sir. Your big burger.
Bravv is gonna take a big bite of it.
Roll me your constitution. It's just like Belladonna and Alta just hear the from the crunching on hard plastic.
I rolled an advantage on accident. I rolled an 8.
Just hard plastic sticks in between your teeth, and your gums start bleeding really hard.
I just step out of the surgery room and see Bravv bleeding from his mouth.
He's just got a plastic burger in his mouth.
Hi, Belladonna. We're playing restaurant.
This doesn't really taste like a burger.
What?
It takes another bite.
Bravv, you're going to
Stop it.
imagine the burger.
He needs surgery, doctor.
No, he needs a brain transplant. Alright, I'll be back in this second. I'm gonna go and investigate the piano and the guy who's asleep.
You see next
Don't
to
let
the
him eat
piano,
any more of that plastic.
You see next to the
Sorry,
piano
sir.
is a
I'm in his
retirement
clothes
notice
room
for
Retirement
a
notice.
retirement notice for Betty, the piano playing like doctor, and you can tell that the student doctors just demolished the piano as soon as she was out of there, so that it would never get used again in a medical field.
Huh. Wonder who the new apprentice is. I like them already. I'm gonna go check the guy, the old man asleep.
You wake him up.
I don't wake him up. I just kind of do a quick glance over and see if there's anything
He looks-
serious about him.
He looks perfectly fine. He's snoring a little loud, but he's fine. He's an
Okay.
old balding guy.
I'll leave him alone and I'll come back.
Can I just get one more burger, please?
Sir,
No.
we are closed. I close the Lego rack.
Calico has to sleep for a little bit, so I'm gonna write a note for Calico and just let him know, like, hey, surgery went well. If we're not here, we're gonna go see Angela. You can chill in the hospital. Anybody asks, say Belladonna tells them to fuck off.
Such a funny way to wake up from surgery. It's just a sticky note from your doctor saying, "Hey, went well." Trust me, I'm the doctor. Okay.
So we have to let Calico rest for a little bit. I think it took.
Is
a
it
lot
super
out of
safe
him.
here?
Yeah, it's a hospital.
I mean, what about that homeless guy?
What homeless guy?
The guy on the floor.
He's not homeless. He's a patient. Have you ever been to a hospital
Oh.
before, Bravv?
No. Anyways,
should
where's
hire a
Angela?
There's him right there.
surgeon.
Oh, that explains so much. Will have to do a medical check on you when we go back to the boat.
Well, I've lived for this long, anyways.
That's not the issue. You could have something that you don't realize that you have, and it might be impeding you in some way that you don't realize. So I'll do it
I mean,
later.
his mouth looks pretty impeded.
Are we all
Bleeding.
getting medical screenings?
Yeah, open your mouth. Let me see. I'm gonna just, I guess,
It's
like,
just
block up any of the bleeding with like some cotton.
it's just some burger bits here and there.
It's plastic. It's sharp, hard plastic.
Oh, what was it called again? Lego?
Yeah.
You see just past
It is a
Bravv
toy.
that Anda is like sticking his hand in
What
this.
was I supposed to know?
Ugh.
See, Anda is just like
What's under-
teasing this crocodile by putting his hand in its mouth, and then when it snaps down, moving it away, just over and over again. He looks over at Bravv. He's like, "Oh, bro, you have scurvy."
What?
On that, leave Barros alone. What the hell?
He likes it.
Do you? Or are you trying to eat him?
You blow your whistle. And you just
Yeah.
hear. You will catch this fucker yet.
Yeah, stop it on
Oh,
that.
it's just like, oh, sorry, bro. Steps away. You see the crocodile just getting ready to slap him with the tail, and stops.
You knocked that off as well, okay? I know he was being a little bit mean to you, but he didn't know any better.
Just squints and sinks into the water.
Yes, should we everything went okay? Should we go and see Angela? I don't imagine she'd be at the manor. We never really had
Well,
a manor.
isn't she a
before.
mother? So, like, she has some responsibilities. Is she free?
She's always free for me.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, sure.
And if she is busy, no, of course I don't mind waiting. I just need to figure out where she is.
Should I heal up or should I?
Oh yeah, I can use a healer's kit on you if you want. We did find 3.
How many do you have? You've still got
I
a
have
good amount.
13 right now.
That's up to you. She'll probably be fine.
You did take 10 damage.
Didn't take that damage. I should have uncanny dodged that shit.
I'll use a healer's kit on you. Cause we're level 5 now, right? Aren't we?
Yosh.
So it's. Hold on, that's not it. You're gonna get 9 anyway. Yeah, because it's 4 plus our level, so that's 9. Excuse me. Okay, blow my whistle and call all the gators over again.
Okay. Are you planning on sailing there on some gators again?
Yes, we call the gators over again.
Okay, the gators come back again. Seems to be a similar situation as Belladonna getting on the what she knows
Yes.
again.
Yes.
Belladonna gets the
Or
easier way
die.
out. Alright, I'm gonna just roll Onda first in my end.
Can they have advantage because they've ridden on them before already?
Nope.
Aw.
Fair.
I stare at Ferrum like I'm seeing them for the last time.
I think Belladonna
Also-
thinks that it's like, oh, it's gonna be easier this time because it's their second time,
Yeah.
but doesn't realize how
course it's
abnormal
me.
it is to ride gators around.
You're looking at me like
Untrained
that.
gators who don't have their licenses.
Your
just
your
amateurs.
experiences are not universal, Belladonna.
Oh no, he's gonna have dice. Okay.
Oh,
'Cause he's just, bye bye. I don't know which way I'm going.
You follow me on the.
He goes like really far and he just kind of waits.
Alta, I don't know why you're looking at me like that, but like this is pretty easy, honestly. They're pretty. Okay.
So I get my advantage persuasion because I'm just so forceful with my personality.
Yeah.
Let's
One
go.
approaches you and opens its jaw real wide.
Oh,
Is Belladonna getting them to speak again?
oh.
Yeah.
It just goes like,
Do a whistle.
Hobby.
If you keep me above the water, I will.
It just nods.
I clamber in. What can I say?
You get taken down very like. It's kind of like if you've ever went on those fucking like boats that also like are the buses that like turn into boats, like the banana boats or whatever, and they just fucking it always fills up to the fucking window, and it's like 2 inches off of drowning. But Ferrum just has it like a little drip comes in and hits their paw every now and then, but they're very much kept above water.
It's a
Make it across.
Viking splash experience.
Bravv steps across and one just puts its head down and goes, "My liege."
Oh, that was. All right. We going?
It drags up one of its friends and it like positions itself so that you can like stand on one on each foot like you're skiing. It's roped in its friend into the
Yes, Crocs.
He is wearing Crocs.
Okay. And I stand on top of them, hands on hips, and go.
They just carry you across. You're like very majestic, if not a little awkward because they're moving very slowly.
Should have waited on that healer's kit. I don't know.
Alright, Alta, let's see. And someone goes up and just goes, "Youch!" Is that a hit?
That is a hit. Can I uncanny dodge this?
Yeah, you can.
Taylor?
Take 4 damage from this gator. Ouch! It slaps you again. You move out of the way a little bit, but it just grazes you in the
He
back.
was slightly more prepared.
Yeah, she's seen it coming this time. It's the only time she can
Hold
see.
on, Bear.
Bear hops on as well. A lot more calm this time because the hit happened before Bear hopped on. Alright, you guys make it to Belladonna's house, this big mansion, giant statue of this like a vampire looking woman almost, just very striking pointed features, standing outside in this kind of like broken off statue. A very small statue of this guy who looks like he's in like a rock and roll band with sunglasses on.
It's
Comparatively.
Morticia Adams and Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, it's a really, really small, like a statue of her dad that is very small, and a huge one of her mom outside in the garden. Guys, make it to the doorway. Let me just, okay, you're arriving with a lot of gators. You guys hear a bit of a hustle and bustle indoors. It sounds like there might be a bit of a party going on or something. Make it to Belladonna's fucking mansion. Just says Dimitri
Oh.
household.
Oh my god.
walk in. And, like, immediately in like the front doors, just stand there and look around, very like held, like a chin held high, like almost expecting people to immediately recognize me.
The first thing you see when you walk in is just this this woman around like the same height as you, and like dressed in like this kind of like Raven-esque like cowboy fit, looking at you, sweating buckets. Got these big nerd glasses on, just is sweating like hell. Just standing by the door, was meant to like be guarding the door, but just kind of didn't see you come in.
Hello.
Hello? Are you Angela's sister?
Yes, indeed.
Hello, who spoke on the phone?
Oh, hello.
My
You
name
are
is
assistant, yes?
Yes, my name is Els.
Els, nice to meet
Yes.
you. I hold out my hand.
You see that both of her hands are busy, and she's like too scared to shake your hand because both of them are holding onto this strange-looking kiwi with lots of spirals covering it.
Is that your devil fruit?
Yes,
You have not eaten it yet.
I've heard it tastes bad, and I don't want to puke in front of the guests.
Most of your taste is based on smell, so hold your nose and you'll be fine.
Okay. She plugs her nose, and she just bites into the kiwi from the side, just straight through the brown skin, fur all up in the teeth. She takes a nice big chomp on it, and then she looks at you for reassurance,
I just
and
give
she
her a nod.
pukes on the floor.
Ah,
You lied to me, Belladonna.
I did not lie to you. You're a weakling.
You'll see this very fancy carpet just stained with puke with little like green bits of kiwi in it. I meant to be looking
In
at.
the right place.
Oh, I meant to be guarding the door and welcoming people in. This is not a good start.
Do you guys have a dog?
Why would we have a dog? We
Oh,
have lots of
just
kittens.
asking if you had a dog that might just come over and like lick up the devil fruit, which would be pretty bad.
No, I do not have a dog. It's a couple
Where,
of girls.
where is Angela and what is all this commotion?
Angela is helping prepare. No, she's not helping prepare dinner. I offered that she should do that because it would make her look nice and humble in front of all the residents. But yes, we're having people over to look at the artifacts that they are holding and preserving here in the town. And Angela, as far as I know, is just cleaning in the library downstairs on this floor.
Alright, I shall go speak with her. You will clean this up?
Yeah. See, she
Okay.
goes to clean it up, and just her head morphs into a full-size alligator head, and just is really heavy, and she falls face first on the floor, and she just goes. Oh, this may have been a mistake.
I gesture for everybody to follow, and I go to the library.
You step over the mess. This woman with this little pan and brush, just with these crocodile arms. So
Oh,
looks what
make
you
sure to get that spot there.
Thank you, sir. I almost missed it.
You really get along with your health, Miss Sana.
What?
I have never even met Belladonna. I did not think this would be my first impression.
Is that girl okay?
I
Just says, yeah, Belladonna
She
is
couldn't
fine.
there. She said she's fine.
She said, you're fine.
Said you're fine.
Are you okay?
Oh,
Go get a drink of water.
okay.
You know where kitchen is?
Yes.
Okay, go get a drink of water.
Go get some water. She heads
She'll be
off.
fine.
Yeah, she heads off, kind of like just in her human form with this huge alligator tail trailing like 2 feet or like 5 feet behind her. Hold on, as you get closer to the library, you hear a lot of thudding heavy moving around.
Okay, I'm gonna knock on the door and then push in, blowing my whistle.
Okay, you guys go in and you see hulking figure, like 14 foot tall, sitting upright. Is a giant alligator wearing a tiara, and a big dress made out of seaweed and kelp with little like bird bones and some human bones in it. Just tires over, looks down at you guys. Bear shits himself, hides in Alta's bag, and just goes down and says, "Hello, everybody. Welcome to the house. I thought you would be greeted at the door and brought to me. No."
Il's hid, she was feeling a little unwell, so I told her to go get some water.
Ugh. Useless.
It's Angela.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Altalune, but you can call me Alta. Did this bear, bear, get out!
I'm trying to like drag Bear out from behind.
Bear
me
comes
to
out
say
like
hello.
clawing at your like
Clinging
cape,
in.
and just comes out back like fur standing on edge. Angela slowly does a little 90-degree turn and offers this huge tail up to shake. And he's like, "Pleasure to meet you, Alta. I've heard of you, of course, but it is nice to meet you.
We shake.
I heard you fight with Monopoly
Oh, only
pieces.
good things, I'm sure.
I see you.
Once.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was very proficient. I was very impressed.
Who told you that?
Oh, I watched it. I had like a little TV watching.
You watched it?
Yes, there was a
Oh.
little transponder signal to the Marines, and I was like, I called up my friend. Looks over Ferrum. You know your friend, the ears one.
Ingus?
Yeah, it's and he was like, I was like, come on, let me have the wiretap. I heard that my sister is fighting, so he hooked me up and got me the wiretap, and I could watch the fight.
Oh, that sounds just like him.
Yes, does he know how to do this?
Wait, that was broadcasted to the Marines?
Yes, well, technically it was meant to be to our father, but of course he's in with the Marines, so they kind of get the info as well.
Oh.
So I thought it was interesting that none of you have bounties, except of course Ferrum.
Are you gonna throw mud at me?
Why would I throw mud at you?
A marine hopped on our boat and was like, "Oh, Ferrum has a bounty," and we were like, "Yes, we're going to Leechlands to put them in prison." So yeah, we won't throw mud at you, Ferrum. It was a lie.
We haven't used the mud pits since the Great War of 788,
Yes, indeed.
when the Gators and the Garials had a war over whose snout was longer. It was awful.
Were the chinchillas involved with the war at all?
No.
Oh, the chinchillas didn't make it past the beach.
Phew, I think you're okay. Fair.
Good job on making
It
it
was
this
a
far, Ferrum.
slaughter. Has no knowledge of the war.
Oh, that's strange. The Marines that we run into are like weirdly like cool with us.
Yes, I was also surprised by this because, I was expecting after such a big kill you guys would get a bounty on your head. But, they ran into you and I seen that the bounty was dropped off. There were not really any issues. It was a bit
Yes, I'm
strange.
surprised by that is well, considering our father had such ties to the Marines.
Well, Ferrum, hop up on my tail real quick.
Oh. Okay. I mean,
You see this giant tail just like lifts up to eye level. In front of you is just like this huge 5-foot long snout. You're at the very front of it. It's like viewing Phineas from
I
the
stare
front.
at Ferrum like it's the last time I'm gonna see him.
Just looks at you. You just get this like overwhelming smell of just like raw meat that's been eaten, but mixed with really expensive perfume that she's also wearing, and just goes, Ferrum, your friend actually was not so bad and pulled in some favors for you.
all you pulled in favors for me?
Yes, I seen that there were requests for bounties to be put on Belladonna and Alta and Bravv, and I seen that they were all actually denied, so that the bounties did not go through.
Oh. Why do I have one?
Oh, because he was like, he told, of course, that you were a traitor to this land on the elephant, whatever that means, and that means that you needed to be dealt with. So he drew you from memory. That's why it's in crayon.
I don't know what he means by that.
Oh, I figured you two must like playing pranks on each other or something.
That sounds kind of funny. We should do that.
I don't know if you have the power to do that, but you should try. It would be fun.
I think Homie would find it really funny.
Who is the homie?
Oh,
well,
he
Homie
couldn't.
is a hammerhead shark that we met.
Yeah, he can't really get inland, so.
Ha, yes.
Sharks.
Don't do that!
They wish they could do what we could do.
He's actually very happy to be in the ocean.
Yes, probably one of those sharks that's obsessed with tomato soup or something. They're so simple.
Is that the known thing about sharks? How do you know this about sharks?
We feed them.
You feed the sharks around there? Since when?
That's a new charity initiative we have going on. For the lesser fortunate.
That's really kind of you, Angela.
Donna, your sister knows a lot.
But she's the mayor.
I stay well informed, yes. My job is to keep this place clean and to raise the next generation, but also I have lots of information that I buy with a handsome sum of money each time.
Ooh, like what?
Your little friend Incus. This one, perhaps, you will find interesting. Pulls out of this huge, like, sewage pile on his back of this dress, on her back, and takes out of, like, a Polly Pocket this little Polaroid, and it shows Incus standing on a cardboard box, which on top of that has a stepladder, which on top of that has, like, a child's booster seat, and is at eye level with this old man, and is shaking hands with this old man. And it just flips to the back of the Polaroid and says, "Deal made, plus 1 billy." It's like, oh, your friend was talking to some government officials and made an official deal to look after your hometown, and would take down traitors to the hometown, and was offered for their information a full 1 billion berries.
Oh!
Of course, I'm sure you'll know this person, so you'll know that Incus spent all of this within the next 24 hours.
Ooh, what do you spend it on?
I don't know. We see it just shows like this, like almost like this, like scandal picture of like Incus walking down the street with paparazzi with this little like wooden box, and then you see later on that there's like a rope, like makeshift necklace made of this little box hanging around necklaces or like Incus's neck. Just as I don't know, but whatever it is, they spent a lot of money on it. It could fit in this little box, and after purchasing it, they say he's whispering to himself a lot, and that he's acting real creepy. But I don't know. That's a lot of money to spend on something.
That sounds just like him.
Would he do? Would he buy devil fruit? Would he talk to it? Why would he be whispering?
He's
There
pretty
is all
smart.
kinds of devil fruits out there. There could be one that makes it communication for something. I don't know.
He's got big old ears. He can hear things I can.
Well, that may be true. I have seen those ears. They are quite big. They could not fit in any of these pictures.
Everywhere.
Get your big ass ears at the capture.
Get your big ass ears in the picture.
This all ears, motherfucker.
How did you come to meet Incus?
Well, I was getting my informants from the Grand Line, and Incus was like one of the ones that was in the Grand Line for like a day and then left immediately. Not sure why. The guy is very kind of always accuses me of being a traitor anytime I reach out, and is very ill about my intentions about this elephant place. But I keep telling him I do not even know what he's talking about, so his secrets are safe with me.
Oh.
But
He's very...
if I pay him, he will give me information. And sometimes I just say like a nice compliment about his ears, and he'll give me it for free. He's told me lots of things. He's told me about you guys know that there is a big tournament going on in Karate Island. That they've purchased a lot of it's insider information. They've purchased freehold devil fruits as prizes. Only one of them is to be awarded, but the user will be shown the winners will be shown what they look like, and will get their pick. And within the day, they will be brought to the island.
You know what they are?
No, we have been told that two of them are one of them is of the Logia type, and two of them are of the Paramecia type. So one quite a lot rarer than the others. But apparently the people who bought them were not very intelligent since they did not ID them beforehand.
Are they like bad ones?
Oh, I imagine they're good. I mean, they kind of just bought them from price, so they didn't even check what they did.
Oh,
Any
right.
They're worth a lot.
Logia, in my opinion, is worth it for the simple reason that you can become intangible.
Yeah, but like, what if it's just the fart fruit and you become a fart?
Oh, Alta, you'd be good at that one.
I would kill myself.
I would also.
This is
Exactly.
why we are sisters.
The intangibility is not worth it if you smell like farts.
Yes. Now, if it was the perfume fruit, that would be different.
Oh, I would love it. Could just smell like any kind of fruit.
Ooh, what if it was like the lemon smell fruit? Lemon smell fruit.
Isn't that what
You know.
Fair got?
No.
No, I got the zest fruit.
Angela just leans in for him and just inhales really hard. Ferrum's ears just go flying forward. It's like, doesn't that smell like lemon to me?
What?
It looked like a lemon. The devil fruit that Ferrum ate looked like a lemon.
Oh, yes, you have... How many? You have 3 devil fruit users in your party, right?
3.
Oh,
3?
yeah, we do.
The Catman,
Wait,
and then you have the
Yeah.
ferret one.
Yeah.
And then you, Altalune, you have one too? Yes?
I do.
Yes, it is written here in the file, written down by some Marines that you have the luck fruit, if I'm right.
I go like, where's the nearest body of water?
You go and you see that there is a open pool of like baby crocodiles. And also like
Can I
kitchen.
jump into the water to run an experiment?
You jump in.
Don't do it.
You jump in and you can swim perfectly fine.
Can I risky gambit?
Well, that's not fair.
Yes.
Oh, Angela, this is the little pool where I found you first time.
Oh yes.
Oh my goodness.
You were as little as me. I was bigger than you though.
No, you fit in my hand, I very remember. You were trying to eat my finger.
She just goes like, oh. Yes, we all have our different memories of these things. Alta gets one that is rolling this table at the start of each of your turns for the next minute, ignoring the result in subsequent rolls. Which for this, I'm just going to say you have to roll risky gambit 3 times. We're going to see what it
6
does.
seconds. Alright. Okay, I rolled 200.
Cannonballs in with a bunch of baby gators. She gets a 90. It starts raining very heavily outside. And Angela just goes, a bad omen. Your friend's fruit is very dangerous. Very dangerous
The bad
indeed.
luck
I
fruit.
don't believe she has a fruit. She's swimming around in there just fine. I think.
Perhaps she's very
like
skilled. Or like a new type of devil fruit, I'm not sure. 57.
Wait, wouldn't that just be like a fruit? Because then, like, you remove all the cons but get the positives.
Yes, just the fruit
Just
fruit.
straight- I should start meal prepping fruit for you guys.
Alta, everyone sees the room Alta went into is just glowing with light. After it started
Everything
raining
okay in
outside.
there?
Miss Donna, your sister's got some pretty good light installations in here. Like the sky.
Okay, this is. I don't think so. Angela, did you change anything light installation wise?
Alta gains 4 temp HP.
Huge.
She feels nice and healthy after a long,
Makes back
a long swim
what
with the
I
gators.
caught from
Oh
the
yeah,
end.
yeah, you took 4 HP last time.
So, Alta, if it is not devil fruit, what is... Pardon me for asking, what is your deal?
What is my deal?
Yeah, what just happened in the room? The room over there?
Oh, well, you put fairy lights up.
Did I? I don't remember.
And you must have, they're there. I guess you forgot about them, and then they just turned on at that moment. You know,
Yes,
it's
fair
just
enough.
luck.
Alta, I think it was you. I wonder if this is something that is, you said yourself you don't really have memories of your home. Do you think it's possible that this strange luck that has been following you is related to you as, like, your species?
Do you really think so? Could that be true?
It could be. I don't really know anything about the sky people.
The sky people can change the
Yeah.
weather and make things light. They look very healthy.
I guess. Well, that reminds me. Gyro, before she got cut in half, she was talking about these winged people at the orphanage where I grew up, right?
Yes?
People like me. So, I have the number, so if I call sometime, maybe I can find out. If it's all related, right? Does that seem like a good idea, Miss Donna?
I think so. Would you
Is
like?
it a bad idea?
No. Would you like to do that now, or?
No, I'm kind of wet.
Okay.
Cold.
Okay, hold on.
Sit by the fire, children.
Yes, I don't believe I'm pretty sure I took all of my clothes with me, but I can go check my room and see if there's anything if you wish to change your clothes as you're wet.
Thanks,
And,
Miss Donna. I'm sorry. I got a bit ahead of myself.
No, it's okay. I guess I'll go to my room and try and find clothes that would be more Alta style than mine, which would be difficult.
You find a dress that looks exactly like yours, but is bright green. And that is the closest you could find.
Okay, I'll bring it down. Or I suppose actually I would probably take Alta to my room instead, and then like show her the
What's
dress.
the room like?
Yeah. It would be like really big with like a big like stone wall and like full like fireplace.
Wow, girl, you live like this?
Bed is massive. Everything is massive. There's like pictures, like paper cutouts of like alligators like taped to the wall, and it's like very much like it looks like a child's room that just has a medical like research desk shoved in one like corner, and that's like the only addition she made aside from like changing her wardrobe or whatever from when she was an adult, because she became like a pirate like pretty quickly. But like incredibly extravagant, lots of like candles and everything everywhere. It would be massive.
While you're
wasn't
looking for an outfit, I'll also be looking at the medical desk and learning about surgery.
Skips right to
This would all
surgery,
be
misses
stuff-
first aid.
This would all have been stuff that she would have started learning, so it would be like beginner level stuff as well.
As you guys go up, you see that like in like the skirting boards around the bottom of the hallway, you see that there are now these little like tubes filled with water. There's like greenish water that just go all around the house. And you guys see that there are just these incredibly tiny like newborn crocodiles just swooping around the house, going from like one little pool to another. And
I wave at them. Yellow babies.
one turns to wave at you, and then it like turns sideways, and it just gets stuck. And like 3 others
Oh no.
jam into it, and you see above on the door there's like a release button, like an emergency release button that just says press in case of traffic.
I'll press it.
You press it, and just like a huge fan goes off and just shoots them off flying to the next pool. Like the water speeds up, and these little baby crocodiles just go flying.
Miss Donna, but be honest with me. Does this dress make my wings look big?
They're like pressing against the neck.
A little bit. I think the poofy skirt helps, but
Oh, phew. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Sorry again. I don't know what came over me.
No, not at all. I mean, I understand.
Start talking about home, and I just, you know how it is.
It's okay. I mean, I can't imagine what it would be like not knowing where I'm from. So, you know, I can't tell you that you shouldn't act a certain way. You know?
I'm glad you gotta come home, Miss Donna. Gotta see sister-in-law.
I'm glad that everybody seems to be getting along well with Angela. When I was
Yeah, Bear seems a little shy, but he's just like that.
I mean, it is understandable. Angela is very big.
Very polite.
Well, I was the one who taught her, so...
Really are a good teacher, Miss Donna.
Oh, thank you.
Taught me all about surgery.
There's still this. You did do very well in that surgery, and I appreciate your help. There's a lot more to it than just. We did just kind of do a little bit of shrapnel extraction. It looked like shrapnel. You know, organs is a completely different thing. Luckily, we did not have to cut.
So next,
organs.
are we giving Bravv a brain transplant?
That was a joke. I'm not. I'm not giving Bravv a brain transplant.
Of course.
She'd been at like the medical desk, like drawing her idea of diagrams, you know, his brain coming out of his head, how it would work, and she's like scrumples it up, whistles.
Yeah, growing up after my parents, well, it turns out they didn't die, but when I thought that my parents were dead, it used to just be me and Angela, so it is kind of strange having everybody around. It's very, lively. It's nice.
It's good, right?
Yeah, I like it. I never really got to show off my house before, you know? Everybody already knew what the manor looked like, as this is where everybody put their,
Yeah, it's really big, Miss Donna. I don't think I've ever
You think so? I thought it was quite
so
modest.
big.
I thought this was very modest, but I suppose so. We take
I mean, I think this room alone is bigger than the entire orphanage I grew up in.
Oh my god, you poor thing. Probably is accurate. Her room is probably the size of a whole house. Which she just does not realize.
There's like an
not
extension in this manner that like Belladonna's room just like hangs over like a balcony. Just they just had to give her more room.
She needs it. She needs it.
She does.
As you guys are upstairs, you hear like there's like guests around in like another library upstairs and like some other rooms that are just kind of like keeping into these rooms. Because you can like go up and down without interacting with anyone unless you want to look at them.
I suppose I'll probably just head back down to Angela. I'm trying to remember. I did
Go
have
back down.
a list of shit I wanted to ask her.
You go down and
I'm just gonna do a little twirl, show off her new fit.
go to Angela's quizzing Ferrum on their devil fruit. Like, so how does it work? Can you turn into electricity? Can you turn into lightning? What can you call down lightning from the sky?
I shouldn't be doing this. I'm gonna give her a demonstration. Do I have to spend charges to do like a demonstration?
No, I think she can get the gist. You showing it off. She looks and just goes like, "Oh my god, so violent for such a small body.
What?
Very strong, is what I meant to say, of course."
I start flicking the lights on and off.
It's like, oh, thank goodness we have like half of these are candles. turns the lights back on manually. Very good.
Ferrum,
Yep.
are you sure this Incus person is all that you're thinking they are?
Oh yeah, he's my best friend. He's very kind.
Well-
He's very, yeah.
He didn't really sound too happy about you.
No, he doesn't seem happy anytime. He's just a bit. I guess he gets a bit moody. But his heart's in the right place.
Well, would you call it a friend-like thing or like a moody type thing to say that someone that is your best friend is a traitor to your people and put a bounty on you?
Oh, he's probably doing that so the Marines could find me. And they could bring me right back.
But he already has the power to talk to them. He didn't really need to put a bounty on you.
Obviously, he's Angela tearing up because it's just Marv's like, this sweet child, this poor child. They do not know the horrors of the world.
Angela, from your experience, what is Incus like?
Incus is very cutthroat, good information gatherer, but very much like aptly will describe how he will kill you if you do if you end up on his hit list and things like this. Very sneaky. He's good at staying hidden. He has learned how to tuck in his tail when he hides so that he does not give himself away, which he says has been a habit he has taken forever to get over.
That is true.
He says he's experimenting with all sorts of things to get stronger to help his island, the Elephant Island, whatever. And now that his not warlord friend Gyro is gone, honestly, he didn't seem too upset about it. He did say they were his, she was number one bestie.
What?
Oh, no, Ferrum, you need to understand. You have a place if you ever need to take it. This was a message that he brought along, not to pass on to you, but just kind of to tell me in general when I asked about the management, that you have a spot waiting for you as number 3 of the Ears Everywhere Corporation.
But then who's number 2?
Number 2 was Gyro, but then you killed her. But you're still, I think it is still, you are number 3. If you ever want to take that offer, you know.
He said I was gonna be number 2 before I left.
Well, you know, he might not be best guy. Like, not bad guy, but maybe not best.
I'm curious as to why he would try and waive all of our bounties. If he considers Ferrum a traitor, then he didn't waive our bounties because we are Ferrum's friends. Right? Or
Actually,
there's something bigger to that.
Ferrum,
Yeah?
why did you become a pirate?
Oh, well... Hold on, Evans. How do they remember the event?
I feel like Ferrum has this memory of paragliding towards a bar in just the middle of the stormy night, landing there, drinking some apple juice, and immediately being invited to the crew like a month ago.
Inciting incident, oh no.
Well, I got told by a bunch of the guys on the Elephant that I needed to go out and about, and then I met Calico. And they, they shot me out of a cannon, and I landed in a bar with them.
Oh.
Wait, who shot you out of a cannon?
Oh, the Zo militia.
They
Was
shot
there
you
like
out of a cannon?
Yeah?
It's just casually, or...
I mean, I don't mean to brag, but it was like a pretty big thing. There was like 3 of them.
Did they seem angry?
Did you go far?
Or...
was there like at all any urgency in their voices?
Was it like flying?
It was like flying!
Oh my god!
They made a pretty big deal about it, I guess. I mean, they sounded like I needed to go, you know?
Trevor, do you think they could shoot me out of a cannon?
It's for the life paper. It's a bit of a trek back to Zo, but they could probably.
That must mean the
sort you
cannons
out.
are good.
Oh, you have one of the paper. That must mean that your place is in the Grand Line. Because they only have those there. I did not think that you would have such a sophisticated means of going back home.
Who gave me D3? Was it the old guy?
I think there was like an old like platypus man that gave you. No, there was a you met one of the kings of Zo, this baboon man, and he gave you part of the paper because he thought that you might have been setting out, but like much later than you ended up setting out. He felt like, oh, you'll go whenever you're of age and all of this shit, and then you left that night.
Yeah, one of the kings gave it to me.
The kings?
Yeah, there's always two kings. There's the king of the day and the king of the night. Inka said there was 8.
And wait, so there's 2 kings and you just casually know the king?
No, I know them both.
You know them both?
Yeah.
How do they decide who... If one king says, you know, one thing and the other king says a different thing, who do you listen to?
Oh,
Or do they
I
decide
don't really
together?
know.
Are they married?
Maybe.
For roll me a history check.
And they just like
As
take
you feel
sides?
the intense need to twist your head to the side for confusion. You remember that these two hated each other and had like never
Yeah.
spoken until
Yeah.
you got them to share a drink together. But they just didn't like each other at all.
Yeah, they didn't seem to have much contact with each other. They slept in separate rooms. I don't think they were married.
Divorce?
Scaradar!
Scaradar.
So, do you remember anything that could have happened with you and Incus before you left?
No. Last time I met Inkus, they seemed pretty happy. He seemed like he was heading out on his own. Was excited to start some new business venture.
That must have been the ears everywhere.
It's all these motherfuckers.
That's so him.
He does have pretty big ears.
Well, I can have a look further into his file if you would like to learn more. I mean, like, he doesn't do the most secure communication, so I've learned some things about him.
Yes, that would be great.
Alright, so, this thing he's purchased, this is probably the only thing he's properly kept hidden. Everything else is kind of, like, out in the open. Seems very convinced that Ferrum brought about the end of a ship. This is the Sabertooth ship.
Okay.
Ferrum, you brought about the end of that according to Incus, and that is because the captain was a cat mink and that you were a traitor to all minks, so you decided to kill the captain and sink the ship.
Well,
Is this correct?
No,
Did you
Very
no.
few of that's true.
the captain wasn't a
Calico is
mink.
not. Calico is not a mink. Calico was not killed. It was an accident. It was a tidal wave that crashed the ship. Ferrum had nothing to do with it.
I see, okay. Next page. Flips over. Incus was very upset, and apparently you placed a curse on not only Calico but also his dad, that if he was made to live, then all cat minks would die overnight. So, he entrusted his best buddy Gyro to go over and deal with that. Is this true?
Okay, well-
Did you place a curse on them?
That's not true either.
I think your friend might be a bit of a liar or very misinformed.
But he's good with information,
Yes.
so he
Yeah.
must be a liar.
Wait, no.
Could be good. He could be good at gathering information, but not quite so good at understanding said information. In the same way that you were handed a piece of plastic and you went, "Oh, I'll eat it." You know that same vein.
I was told it was a burger. It looked like a burger. It didn't taste
It
like
did
a
not
burger.
look like a burger. It was all squares.
No.
It was a bunch of squares piled together in your hand.
In fairness, Miss
Bravv's
Donna, we were in
Just-
the other room doing surgery. We didn't see what it was like.
Bravv's
making a
imagination
lot
is
of
just
assumptions.
very, very
I saw
good.
exactly what it looked like. It looked like plastic. It was
Oh,
very
you
shiny.
did. You did try to. You did open his mouth.
Well, sorry, some of us have an imagination.
Miss Donna.
You don't have an imagination. That's the issue. Is that you didn't imagine. You thought it was
Well-
real.
Get the pirate off.
Yeah.
It's more
but-
like a thinker's job.
I thought if like the imagination was like, if I believed it was real, it was real.
Yeah,
No.
that's manifesting.
I think that's a wonderful thing.
Anyway, we're getting sidetracked. What else is Inkle saying about Ferrum?
There's a little video included in his personal files. You want to see?
Yes.
Alright. Pulls around this giant transponder with a screen on the side. Plays the 7-second video, and it's just Incus like setting up a little transponder snail, looking to the side, and then doing 4 backflips in a row, and then scuttering over to the camera and turning it off.
Whoa.
Well, everything this guy does makes me so confused.
He's like 2 foot tall, you could tell, because it's like a normal chair in the background that he's just tiny compared to.
Ferrum? How old is Incus?
Incus is.
Incus is like a month older than Ferrum.
He's like 15.
Oh my god, he's a child. Oh my god.
Wow, he's an
not some
entrepreneur.
criminal Oh, he's not some criminal mastermind. He's just an incredibly lucky child.
I mean, he made 1 billion berries in his first
Look,
couple
It is
weeks of
true,
business.
I cannot deny he seems to be very intelligent.
Hold on, but what was that deal?
Is that they made the deal with the government for essentially not just selling his information to companies on a very selective basis and to pirates. He also is selling all of his information to the government. Well, he was going to hand over one of his people that he worked with to become a warlord, but that plan fell through because you guys killed them. And in exchange, he would just be giving 1 billion berries and the land of
Kill.
Gyro.
Oh, Gyro.
that was Bravv. Yeah. Cut her.
Yes,
her
cut in half. Yes, and also they would protect the hometown of Zoe, the elephant place, but only after Incus gave them the location, which they needed to know to look after it. But I thought the whole idea was that it was meant to be like a secret, but maybe not.
No, it is meant to be. The whole island moves.
Oh well, he sold his little the paper that tells him where to go for like 1 billion, essentially.
The paper!
Yes,
Yeah.
but it's okay. He spent it the next day, I suppose.
Oh, he's so stupid. I wouldn't even do that.
You probably.
You know you fucked up if Bravv said he wouldn't do what you just did.
There's like even some purchase history where like he haggled with the buyer, and it was 1 billion berries, 182, but he haggled it down to 1 billion flat.
He did love
He
his
haggled it
round
down?
numbers.
Yes, he haggled it down.
He was the
from-
one selling.
No, he was the one buying
Oh.
the fruit or whatever it is in the box that is probably
I
a
thought it
fruit,
was
to be
Oh,
honest, because he
paper.
bought it from a
I
fruit
thought-
seller. No, he sold
I
his
thought you were
paper
saying
for
he
that.
was. I thought you were saying he was
Oh, and then
haggling down
he
the price
used
that
the
he sold
billion to
paper
buy
for.
the. I got
Yes,
you.
yes.
I thought you said he was haggling down the price he sold the paper for.
no, he.
That's what I
No,
was
he's
saying.
a
I was
young
like, no,
entrepreneur.
okay.
He's very intelligent, probably, maybe in some
He's
ways.
very good with
If we
money.
give lots of benefit of the doubt, he might be intelligent in some ways.
Hey.
But yes, he bought from a. I mean, I don't know who he bought from. He bought from a saint, so like a noble. So that's probably why he didn't buy so much. Yes, a saint in Saint Garland. His name is. He was. He's attending one of his events in like a week from now. If you go to the Nobles Pass near the entrance to the Grand Line, he will be there.
That is the one
Yes.
that Gil is protecting.
Well, yes, he's been looking into this place, and I don't think he's hired. There's like a couple of different organizations going there because there is a competition on called the bullfighting competition. It's a follow-up of the rabbit fighting competition where they hunted unfortunately, slaves, and I was hoping that would not come here. But I don't know what the bullfighting is. I'm hoping it's different. But Incus is going there to apparently rack up people on his hit list.
I see.
I hope to make some money.
It was.
What the?
Yes, he wants to kill the enemies of Zoe, so apparently if he finds people there, that will be helpful.
What? Sorry, one sec.
Captain.
My cat was.
Yeah, I heard it.
What was? I know you told me a little bit about Gil over the phone, but is there anything else that you know?
Oh, we know that there was like some documents about how Gil had started working the year after you got brought into Impel Down, where you died, you know?
Yes.
It seems like his documents have been tampered with in some way about his range of working. We don't know what the original was, but we just know that they were tampered with. So he must have known someone would go looking. Perhaps if you're going to head to this event in the week, you could confront him about it, if he is going to listen to reason. And Ferrum, you could meet Incus.
Oh,
Would it be the best idea to meet Incus?
He has purchased a pet elephant. Sorry, that's just
He's
another
what?
thing that I found, that he purchased a pet elephant.
He's what?
Yes, just like a normal sized pet elephant. Maybe it do feel nostalgic, who knows? His mind works in mysterious ways.
I mean, I can't see what would go too wrong. I mean,
If you think you could get through to him.
yeah, we can send Bravv out to talk to him.
wait,
We have the
wait.
same kind of mind.
Yes, masterminds are known to understand each other. At a level above our
Miss Donna,
understanding.
he sounds great idea for the brain
That's why we
transplant.
have a misunderstanding. We
Again,
need a
that was a joke.
mastermind.
Yeah, I was a joke too.
Way to go. You ruined it.
I think I should let you know, and I tell Angela about the letter that I found. That was like, and the secret message that was written from my mother to Gil, and this would also be my first time letting the crew know what the letter was.
So, what do you mention about the letter?
From the notes, it said there was a couple of detours, home later than expected, working with new science team. Make sure Belladonna keeps up her manners, look after Angela. And then the hidden message said, don't tell Belladonna her father's dead, working to come back to shipwreck was fake.
It's like the shipwreck was fake. That's. You
Yes.
sure this is not a trick?
What do you mean?
Are you sure your mother wrote this letter? What? How did this arrive? Was this by news coup or?
I found it on the beach with some not dead carrier pigeon.
Well,
which
what
I
was up
Well,
with the
it-
pigeon?
Yeah, well, it managed to fly anyway, so it didn't really seem too hurt.
Well, that's good.
It was like featherless or something.
Featherless pipe.
It,
It's a man.
it was like decaying, but it was still alive.
Kind of like you, in a way. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. I think maybe it would be best to go through Gil's old room and see if there's anything to be found. I mean, I had a feast prepared that should be ready about now, but it feels a little off to welcome you guys with food on such somber news. Would you like to?
No, you. Everyone go ahead and eat. I'll check. I don't need to eat anyway. You know
Oh,
this.
but
I will, of
we
course,
spiced
try
things so
your
strong
food.
so that you could actually taste them.
Oh, okay, I'll go eat.
We even
We
we
can-
even have a
we can
bonding
investigate
ceremony
later.
to help you guys get to know each other.
Yes, okay. We could go investigate Gil later.
All right.
Bonding ceremony.
Yes. All right, everyone, come along. Just kind of sludges through the hallway. Has to like go on like has to do like a wheelie, just go on 2 legs and crawl along the wall at one point. Angela makes her way into the dining room, and you see a huge feast laid before you. It's already ready by the time you get here. It's sort of a thing where like nobody has like one specific meal for them. Everyone just has like a choice of like 10 things. There's like every meat you can imagine, lots of noodles, lots of rice, lots of like potatoes and stews. It's just kind of a everything meal, and you can take whatever you'd like. And you see there's this sort of this like weird like purple grass in the middle and like a bowl, and Angela just goes like, "Don't touch that until you're sat down and eating."
What is it?
Oh, it is said that this helps connect minds in a way that will help you get to know your friends better, but it is only to be eaten on a full stomach, and of course you should only opt into it if you think you have the mettle to take it after eating.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Well, that's good to know. You know, it's good to. It's a good way. I just wanted to make sure that my sister was in a crew of people that looked after each other. But there's a couple of you that I was worried about. I'm glad to see that Alta is in a group of people that are not necessarily pushing her for questions on her origin from the Sky Island, and they're willing to believe her. I think that it can be very isolating to be a person from one of these places not thought to exist and be surrounded by people who kind of push that belief. So it is nice to see that
Yeah.
looking to head home. Bravv, I'm glad you are not a murderous scumbag.
What would give me that impression?
Well, she's like twiddling with like her like little like dress that's just down by her side like hair, and she's like, well, my first impression of you was, to be honest, I watched you on screen cutting a woman slice in half perfectly clean. And also, I
Whoa.
heard that you were wielding 2 cursed swords, and somehow they have not taken over your mind completely.
Oh yeah, like these ones
It's
here.
quite
He draws them.
You drop one, and it just goes for like a picture on the wall, like stabbing through her throat. Oh,
How
bad
did
luck!
that
What the hell?
happen?
This is a painting of my mother, bro.
Oh, bad luck!
I did. I only dropped it.
It like bounces off the carpet and goes into the wall. Angela rips off the painting off the wall, and there's an identical one behind it. It's like, it's okay, we always have backups.
Oh, okay.
Just don't drop it again.
Well, you know, for Alta, I don't really think it. As long as it's not life-threatening at the moment, like it could be for Ferrum. You know, who really cares about? Like, we're gonna go to Scare Island. That's gonna be awesome. I want to go.
Well, that's cool. I'm glad you support your friend's ambitions. And Ferrum, I'm glad that you have better friends now.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, just that you have more of them. Oh, you know, you've always had good friends, but now you have more, right? Angela just kind of looks around to the rest of the
The
group. Right?
elephant had
Yeah,
4
we.
friends. Now I've got 5.
Yes, this is what I meant, of course. I was counting.
Oh, that's really smart of you.
Thank you. I was taught mathematics by Belladonna at the young age. I can count beyond my clothes.
You
How
can?
Google that?
Yes. Much higher.
You want
I can
to
do my
specific
taxes.
number? Okay, I believe you.
Belladonna, you've died underneath a crew before. I'm not willing to risk you dying a second time, so I would like a crew that keeps you safe, and I'm glad you have one that seems to be like this.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Everyone
The
here has
reason
been-
why. The reason why I cut down a woman on camera was because she threatened our crew. So
When you say on
I
camera, it
don't
makes it
know
seem
the
like you
truth.
did it for the camera, bro. I'm just going to tell you.
Well, I didn't
I
know the
understand
camera
you.
was there until afterwards.
Yes, I understand. I'm glad. I'm glad you did it to protect her. You see that she sits down and she starts eating her meal, and she's got this like huge like piston machine with her food on it, like just a huge like a lamb. And she bites into it, and this machine rapidly spins her food around, so that she doesn't have to do her death roll at the table, wrecking everything. So she has this machine that spins her food for her. It's just like that delicious. Okay, I'm going to have 2 more legs of lamb after my turkey leg. Feel free to take into whatever you like, my friends.
I take like quite like small portions of like just like meat and veggies. Very
Yeah, your food's all like to
Elbows
one
in,
side, and it's
there-
very over seasoned, so you can taste it.
yeah. I like know that like there's like a those comical like huge selections of like knives and forks and they're all for different foods.
Yeah.
I know them all exactly.
But they're all in different, like, there's like 8 of them, and they all
Yeah.
come in different orders. Angela does
Just,
the
like,
same, where
swapping
she's
between
holding a
them
knife and
casually.
fork, very refined in her claws, but is also just using this machine to just gnaw away at her food and isn't using knife and fork at all. It's just still holding it for etiquette. I hope everyone enjoys. We have good cooks here at Leashlands. Because if our bodies were not hearty, we would die.
Anyone I would remember, or have you got a new clientele? I see that there's a new apprentice in the hospital.
Oh yes, I hope you don't mind I give away your study notes, because that's the only person that could learn step by step the right way. And we had a lot of biased teachers that wanted to teach about like harmonicas and things like this.
Yes, I heard.
teach in
I
medicine.
heard she retired.
Yes, they destroyed her piano. They got like a little. They had like I give them a bottle of champagne as congratulations and free baseball bats, and they all grouped up and like, smashed the shit out of the piano. It was a great sending off ceremony.
multiple.
Yes, there are 3 of them working.
And they're doing well.
Yes, actually no, 2. One of them could not cut it and left, and I had to kick her out because she just was rude to all the gators. Would step on their eyeballs.
This is not. What did she say? She claimed she was starting bar fights.
Oh yes, the dickhead went to Opero. Yes, I kicked her out. I
Yes,
hit her many times.
yeah,
in the leg.
I met her. She is so rude.
I'm sad to hear she survived the journey, but you know, I'm glad she's made a life for herself away from us. Hopefully it stays
She
that
was
way.
in it was Obra, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, she's on Obra. She has a little alchemy shop.
Oh good, I've never traveled there, so that's good.
Yes. Well, just heads up in case we ever have to. Don't go to the alchemy shop.
Yes, true.
But the other 2, they seem to be fine.
Yes, just normal people, which I'm glad to see.
Well, in that case, I'm perfectly fine with them having my notes. You know, if they're able to use it responsibly and they know what they're doing,
Yes.
it's fine.
Alright, I'm going to kick off the ceremony. I'm going to go check in the kitchen. If any of you feel to do it, all you should do is take a nice glass of water, munch down on a bit of this grass that we've ordered in from the Average Island. It's quite an interesting place.
Oh,
I hear that they are turning it into a petting zoo.
Average Island.
Yes, they are turning they are making like a roller coaster part of the island and a petting zoo part of the island. And they are selling off these animals that are not meant to be there, and they're trying to turn it into like a properly functioning ecological place.
They checked inside the temple, do you know?
Oh, I don't know. I think that there was like tape over the walls and like the doors in there last time I looked
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah.
But apparently there was a generous donation from some benefactor at the end that they decided to pool all of their earnings together and just, make a zoo essentially, so that they could live honest lives.
I wonder if it was those guys who gave money to.
Oh yes, they were all of Gyro's former workers. I was just glad to see that they got to make something of themselves before they got done in for their crimes.
Yes, it's very sweet of them. Hopefully they aren't away for too long and they can return and work there.
Yes, now, if you'll excuse me, and she just scuttles under the table. Goes under Bravv's legs and leaves, and it's like, alright, let me know there's some artifacts I was willing to see if any of you are interested in buying that I connected. Might suit some of your fighting styles after I have watched them in action, of course. You will see me upstairs, I will be with the rest of the guests. Feel free to do the ceremony or not to, you can join me whenever you'd like. Anyway, I will be seeing you.
We shall see you later, Angel.
And she heads out.
Dinner.
Oh. How did she fit underneath the table? She's like massive.
So the
I
table.
was more thinking, how did she fit under your chair?
Bravv's
Bravv does
chair
count
just like
as
went
two size
over it.
larger.
That is pretty miraculous. I don't know.
Angela is a very elegant lady. She knows how to. She's
Believe
learning
it or
right
not,
now. Is everyone comfortable doing this ceremony?
Yeah, sure.
Seems like it'll be fun.
I'm very susceptible to peer pressure. So yeah.
That's good.
Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
Okay, I will.
I don't know why that took me out. Okay, let's do this. I guess. Do we need to roll
What, sir?
anything for this? Or...
No, if you guys have actually all had the meal and stuff, it's fine to have. You just need to have like it's kind of like drinking on an empty stomach, where like you'll just get sick if you haven't like ate some like proper food beforehand and had some water. You all go down, and I'm going to roll some things in my GM lair. Mwaha.
Rolls it publicly on accident.
Oh no.
The roll is labeled TPK roll.
There's at that moment, Goldie Roger appeared.
Yeah, but he lost it in an arm wrestle, so
True.
he would get diffed.
Like, contested athletics with Goldie Roger, I kind of clear. I don't know.
I don't. We all have
Don't
to
worry.
face him or
Right,
else.
yeah, everybody roll an athletics, see what you beat.
We're in our mind.
Oh, I'm on
palace.
advantage.
Is
Oh, I
everyone
rolled
on
mine with
advantage?
advantage, yeah.
I'm on advantage from the surgery, so.
Yo, we low diffed. Low diff.
Okay. Oh my god, nice athletics. It's a +0. I just hadn't seen that. Yeah, Alta.
You
as
might need
take
to make
this,
another roll in there.
You guys sort of like doze off a little bit. You get a little sleepy, just kind of like hazy-eyed. And everyone roll me a d20.
D20. 6.
Man.
Ferrum, you open your eyes, and you are sat back in the room you were in earlier by the fireplace.
Oh.
You wake up and you see this man looking at you expectantly with this long hair and sunglasses. Dressed like a true rock star. Looks kind of like the man that was in the statue outside. He's looking at you expectantly, and you look down and you see that there is a wrapped present in your lap.
Oh, is this for you?
No, it's for you.
What?
Well, before we head off, thought we'd leave you something so you could like get to the shops and stuff easier.
Oh, that's really sweet. Thank you. I'll
No
open it.
problem. And then like his voice sort of like splits in two, and he says two things at once, and he says both Belladonna and Ferrum at the same time, and he says, "No problem."
Oh, wait. Okay.
Do you open the present?
Gotta.
You open the present, and you see a little alligator-shaped whistle.
Ooh.
And you see a little baby alligator come crawling up next to you, like crawling up your leg.
I will blow my little whistle.
You blow the whistle and goes, "Hello, can you understand me? Does it work?"
I can. Hello.
Hello, it is good to be able to speak to you normally, sister.
Oh, thank you. You too.
And comes up on your lap and kind of has a nap, and this man looks at you and just says, "Okay, well, listen, we'll not be gone too long. We'll be away for like a year, which I know sucks for you, but
Wait, what?
yeah, we're setting out sailing for just 1 year. We're gonna find some, important artifacts. We're gonna look some not so dangerous places. We've these people we're gonna meet up with, and they have like this jewelry that we can resell, and we're gonna find some stuff that people are not looking after properly. We'll take it back and make sure it's in the right hands, and we'll be back shortly."
Okay, but shouldn't you should be saying this to Belladonna, right? I mean,
He kind of looks horrified and just gets up and he looks and he's just like, "Whoa, no, something's wrong." And then your vision goes black for a second and you find yourself sat down at a dinner table with a man with 3 eyes looking at you and this long black hair, and he looks at you and he just goes, "I'm sorry about what happened. There is nothing you could have done, but they say that there's nothing good to be said about this, but with a shipwreck they left this world doing what they loved, which was sailing for their dreams, and I'm sure that in their last moments all they could think of was you."
wait, but why would they be thinking of me? They just left.
Well, it's been like a couple of months. I know it shouldn't have felt too long, but
No, but that shipwreck didn't happen. Come on.
it didn't happen. What? I listen. I understand. We'll get one of the doctors to talk with you. I understand that this is the first step in many of the processes of going through these things.
No, we found a letter, and there was like one of them's gone. The other ones might not be.
How do you know this?
Hmm?
Yeah, no, you need to calm down and drink this. And I hand you just a little glass of milk with like this weird silly straw in it.
Oh. I forget about everything.
As you put your lips to it and go to drink it, you blink and you wake up on this island, just this beach island shaped like a little moon, like a little crescent-shaped island, and the thing you're drinking ends up being a very strong bottle of wine, which tastes disgusting to Ferrum. Ferrum spits it out, and you see this pink-haired man look over and just go, "What's wrong? You suddenly can't handle it anymore?"
I got told it wasn't for me.
We order it specifically for you, Belladonna, Ferrum. Like, you're the only one that drinks it that strong.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess I could dilute it with some water and figure it out from there.
I mean, if you've lost if your taste has gotten bad, sure, you might get demoted into my crew, but
Wait.
that's okay. We'll find we'll find a good place to bury the treasure. Maybe you could bury some of your wine with it, and it'll be very well aged in like 10, 20 years.
Ooh. What treasure are we burying?
Oh, just what I've kind of caught for myself for the last 10 years of my pirating career. Nothing huge, of course. And shows you this like big bionic arm and puts it in, and he's like, "No, you mustn't tell anyone of this, of course. But whenever the right person finds this, it will be in for a surprise, and will make this world a better place." You see, it's like a very heavy box, and this like huge muscular woman holding a cannon over her shoulder comes and lifts it into this hole in the ground, and you get this very unfamiliar feeling to Ferrum, which is just you get like butterflies in your stomach looking at this woman, and looks over at you, and it's just like, "Hey, Belladonna, what are you? Why are you watering down your drink?"
Oh, I think it's a bit too strong.
Too strong.
Yeah.
You see a cannonball come out of nowhere, blowing this woman aside, and arriving on the horizon is this marine ship. A man leaps 50 feet in the air, falls down in front of you, stabs you in the throat with his finger, fills your body and the entire surrounding area with gas. You wake up and there are these violent, quick flashes of you in a prison, of you being lashed on the back, being forced to make these strong chemicals, and you wake up in this jail cell with this vial in your hand that, for some reason, you know is going to give you a death that is better than the current life you have and has a chance of bringing you back. You just sort of innately have this knowledge that is not from your brain, essentially.
I see.
Does Ferrum drink the liquid? Knowing, in Ferrum's head, knowing that this would kill Ferrum, would Ferrum drink this liquid?
No, probably not.
Ferrum doesn't drink it, and as they look down, they like go to like leave it down, and there's just like these sudden flashes of you just like drinking it down very quickly, but also it kind of like splits into two. One of them where you just kind of like leave it down and go back to bed, and you see a flash of this like furnace room, and they're getting rid of these people, these like prisoners that have died by cremating them, and you remember something from Belladonna's psyche that even she doesn't remember, which is that you see the man from earlier with the free eyes choosing who goes where and who gets buried in what way, and you notice that Belladonna was taken away from the from being cremated and instead was put inside of a coffin, and her coffin got lost. And then you wake up and you're in front of the table in front of everyone. You had a very strange experience.
Wait, they're going to trip the fuck out?
The rest of them are just kind of like hazy, but they're still like awake.
That shit is weak as hell.
She's gonna take more. This edible shit.
Yeah, Belladonna
I've
probably
had
already
spiked
took
drinks
loads,
that are
but
worse.
Okay, let's see, look at
This
these.
probably just isn't that strong. Hold on, I'll tell you. When I take more. Probably just already had like more because I wouldn't taste it that well, but
Yeah.
just take another like huge heap.
Before Ferrum
Was
getting
Bravv
begin
taking
to
more as well?
Is Bravv taking more?
Yeah, hello.
Oh yeah, if they are both taking more, Alta has to take more.
Before
Peer pressure.
The peer pressure.
before Ferrum gets to like, before you guys even get to taste it, or like, or as soon as Alta gets more, and before Ferrum can explain anything, Alta also just kind of like head goes back, asleep in the chair, and you guys all just see it happen. And Alta, you wake up in a bar.
Yeah. 20.
Alta wakes up in a bar, and you see Captain Calico on your right, and you see a man to your left who is like tugging at your coat.
What is it?
I thought you were going to buy me another drink.
I was?
Yes. I mean, I know you've had like 4 steins of whiskey, but You were going to buy me another in exchange for the sunglasses. And you see you have sunglasses on, and this guy, everything is like a little darker than it should be in your mind.
Oh. Well, if I said that, then okay, I guess.
You reach into your pocket, you've got like no money. but as you reach out, you just sort of like magically have money that fades into just sort of like a dream where you're not quite touching anything. And the man behind the bar, which you recognize as Calico's dad, takes it like very angrily, swipes it from you, and is like, "Fine, you can have like one more," and then you guys are kicked out for good.
Well,
Can't just go killing bears in the middle of my bar and like expect me to be accommodating of that. You have to clear that with me first.
I look around for bear.
You see 2 full-size black bears dead, but no cat. You see there are sword slashes, and you look down, and by your side are 2 scimitars covered in blood.
Ew. Here's your drink. Not 100% sure what's going on, but here you go.
You don't seem that drunk.
Oh, really? Maybe my tolerance is improving.
This other blonde man standing next to him just keeps like poking. It's like, don't stop bugging him. He's fine. Just let him be. He's had enough to drink. Don't need to keep egging him on. And
Me?
oh yeah, you. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk about you, but I thought you couldn't hear. I was just telling my captain here to leave you alone.
Oh, but I'm not a he.
What?
Alta has unlocked gender dysphoria.
Looks down at her chest. What?
You see, like for the first time with this vision, the branch splits into 2, and you see in one, it's just like he says, like, "The fuck are you talking about?" The other, it's like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Timeline.
He goes like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then you see this man stand before you and just goes, "Well, I'll introduce myself to you for the 15th time today. The name is Gold D. Roger." Oh shit! He turns around to this guy and he's like, "Gold Roger. You didn't hear that? It's Gold. It's my name."
Just D at the end. I got it. First.
Did you know that people are out to kill me?
Oh, no, I didn't.
My
Sounds
bounty is
bad.
inflated a lot recently, and it's thanks to this fucker. And you see this poster with just a not a bounty poster, but just this poster of this like great man in this like propaganda almost look, and you recognize him firstly by the fact that there is a huge hole where his nose should be. And you see the Ferrum Industries kind of like owner, like the dad of the people you would have known from it. It's like, you know, this man is paying a lot to have me dead, and I think he's going to succeed within the next like couple months. Did you know
Yeah,
this?
I know him.
Oh,
I know him. I didn't know it was about...
He pulls one of his swords out and he takes the sword from this other guy and puts both of them to your throat. He's like, "You know him. Why didn't you tell me? I would have killed you as soon as you stepped in."
I'm sorry. I didn't know that you knew him and that he was trying to... I didn't know any of it.
All right, well, Bravv, you're very forgetful, but that's all right. You beat me in arm wrestling, so I can just kind of let you walk all over me for tonight.
I did.
Yes, and
I've
you'll make a
never
great
beaten
part of...
anyone in an arm wrestle.
You'll make a great addition to my crew. Here, and I'll tuck this into your pocket so you can remember if you ever want to join my crew once Mr. Calico there says you're ready. And he gives you this piece of paper with his name written on it, like a very bad handwriting, and he gives it to you, and you like almost on autopilot stuff it into your back pocket and immediately go back to drinking. He's like, "No, does that sound alright? Are you happy enough to join my crew?" When the time
I'm already part of a crew, though. And, you know, I have places to go myself.
Like where?
Like the sky.
Pulls his sword out again. "No, don't you touch the Sky Islanders. They've gone through a lot in the history, and I don't need people like you going up and making life trouble for them."
So you know about them?
I mean, yes, I've met plenty.
Where?
In the sky, mister.
Missus to you.
He just looks shocked and he just goes,
Perhaps
he just goes, in the sky, lass.
That works. How did you get there?
Oh, well, you have to go to
We
this.
have a balloon.
No. You have to go to this part in the sea that's known to swell and explode, and then you just park your ship in the middle and hope that you're not one of the, 66% of people who blow up, and then you'll get sent flying into the sky.
Okay, that sounds very safe. Is that in the Grand Line?
Yes, in the Grand Line you'll find it. Let's see. Anywhere the Marines don't want you to be because it's too dangerous. That's probably where they are.
Okay, thank you.
Now, I've got another recruit for you that's just, he's got a bit of an irritable bowel syndrome, so he's in the bathroom at the moment. You see pouring out, he's just like, oh, Bravv, you fucker, I hate you.
Oh, he's kind of mean.
Yes, he is, exactly. That's the idea.
How is it the
Do you
idea?
get the idea?
No!
Well, I think you're good, and I like you. And, most pirate crews,
thanks, I
half
like
of the
you
newcomers
too.
die in, the first week. So we're kind of setting you up for success by bringing a shithead with you. So hopefully you'll be the one that lives.
That's kind of nice, but also kind of really terrible.
He pats Dowdy on the back and just goes, you're a bit of a shithead, aren't you, Dowdy? He just goes, no, I will come along and I will accompany Bravv and make sure that I will earn my place on the Roger Pirates after I'm done with the Calico Pirates, and we will become king of the pirate or something like this.
Alta just starts laughing really nervously because she knows what happens to him.
You just see a vision of him just covered in blood hanging upside down, and you immediately wake back up.
Well, we know someone who can't handle this.
It was quite the face phobic.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Also went to sleep for 3
I've
seconds.
never
for you
done
guys.
this before.
Are you okay, sweetie?
Yeah, alright. I'm gonna go hug my cat.
Okay.
Chad is just very cuddly in this moment. Just is got the placebo effect that
I should have
pretending
fed
that
my
he had
cat
some. You can see his backstory. You can see Bear.
No,
It all started
Bear
when I
and
grew my
homies.
eyebrows.
What if Bear sees one of ours?
Oh no. Get trusted with
no.
this knowledge, you'll go tell Incas.
So, Belladonna, I got you this.
Belladonna, why are you meowing at me? It's me, your father. Snap out of it. Oh god.
So, Belladonna,
Why aren't you
Margaret.
drinking your wine? I keep forgetting that Ulta is actually fairly young and probably isn't used to stuff like this, the harder things.
Ferrum's vibrating in the corner.
Belladonna, as you say this, you just sort of yawn and just immediately fall asleep.
Oh, she can't handle her drink.
Belladonna, you wake up in darkness. It is very
Okay.
claustrophobic around you. You can't really move.
Oh god.
You're in this sort of a wooden container of some sort and you can't move freely. What's your first thing you do?
Check my own pockets and see if I have anything that could be of use.
You check and you're like, why am I wearing this fur coat? And it has no pockets. Everything I wear has pockets. There's- Yeah, no pockets.
Try and take the coat off.
You try to take the coat off, it hurts really bad.
Ow.
It pulls at your skin really bad.
Okay, I'm gonna feel my face and body.
You feel you've got a very small face, and you have a tail.
I just start screaming.
You scream, and just the moment that you wriggle, the chest that you're in explodes with just your raw power. From this,
Oh my god.
you wake up and you're sleeping inside of a chest that is next to a kitchen. And you just see this little stout mink man come out and just go, Ferrum, you're meant to wake up and like make us breakfast. You're not meant to wake up and wake us up. Just in case you forgot.
What?
You okay?
I like check, like look at myself.
Yes, you still have your arms, so like you can make breakfast, so go ahead. And he goes back around the corner and gets into a hammock and like rolls over to sleep. Melted cheese, mayonnaise, and I'm feeling toast today. Okay, thank you.
You get what you get.
He bonks his head on the wall in this like wriggle of panic, and he runs out and just goes, "What happened to you, Ferrum? What's gotten into you?"
I give the biggest stink eye to this guy.
Give me an intimidation with
you?
disadvantage.
Who are you?
It's like in Baldur's
me
Gate when they
around?
tell you the reason you have advantage. Reason disadvantage is Ferrum. Looks at you, just goes, "Why did you think you could talk to me like that?
Why do you think you
as
talk
you
to me like that?
make my food.
No.
This hasn't happened
Why
before. I
should
don't know what
I?
to do.
Why should I?
Build the box, get back in, and we'll do this all over again."
Build the box.
Yeah,
What
the box we trap you in the box every night so that you like just so you're scared when you wake up. It's just,
What the hell is?
have
wrong
you
with
forgotten your entire schedule?
my schedule?
The cheese is there. Bread is there.
I pick up the cheese and I
Mayonnaise.
throw it at her.
Hits it in the face and it goes flying backwards into this cauldron. You hear a snap. It's like, ah!
I'm like,
Ferrum,
try
why
to
are
find
you
the lid of the
strong?
cauldron.
Why are you strong, of all people?
I try and find the lid of the cauldron.
It's sitting right next to him.
I put the good lid on.
This is so wrong. You hear
Suck it.
You hear
And then
weeping from inside this cauldron, echoed weeping. You hear bonking at a door where this thing came from, just like bonk, 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 and like feeling, like someone feeling and scratching around a door and bonking on it.
I try to sneakily see past the door.
You see that there is a little bat mink. He goes, Ferrum, help me around. I can tell it's you because I can like see you.
Okay, I'll take his little wing and lead him out.
Takes it, lets it lead around. He's like, "Where's Shang?"
Who?
Yeah, Shang, the stout.
Went out. Didn't tell me why.
Oh. I'm gonna have a peanut butter sandwich, please.
Yes, of course. And I'll go and attempt to make a peanut butter sandwich.
Halfway through making it, you just hear whispered under his breath, "Dumbass."
I put a chili in the sandwich. A chili pepper.
He just goes, I told Shang to stop being quite so mean to you. But, like, he said, like, "Shut up, you idiot, you can't even see properly." And I was like, well, Ferrum also is, like a little dumb, so you should make fun of them, too, because they're, like, the more make-funnable person. So I think he's gonna do that, so sorry.
I just hand him the sandwich, and then I leave.
Alright, roll me a perception check as you leave.
Okay. Normal?
Yep. I'll only roll something real quick. You see nothing of interest as you step out the door.
I'm just gonna look around.
As you're looking around, you don't see anything of interest, and then hopping out in front of you is this little fennec fox that goes, "Boo!" and doesn't scare you at all because it's very tiny. It's like 2 foot tall, but also kind of the same height as you. Were you not like scared?
I was. What did Ferrum do? No, I was so scared.
Yeah, that's because you're like weak, and you need to follow me around, because I can teach you to be strong. Like literally, you're so weak.
Belladonna is very angrily tapping her foot.
You hear there's a festival going on? Yeah, you gonna come to it?
Festival? What kind of festival?
I just heard that there's one where like I think there might be 78 kings that are attending. And they're not gonna let you in unless you come with me.
You're not a very good liar.
He looks behind him, left and right, and he pulls out a knife and holds it to your neck. He's like, "Where's Ferrum? Where is Ferrum?"
Ferrum's right here.
Can you?
And
Would you
I
mind?
think yes.
Would you mind stepping back inside for me, like really quickly?
No.
Okay.
Why should I?
He hides around the corner, and jumps out. Boo!
Can I try hide and scare him back?
Yeah, roll your stuff. He still doesn't see you.
Okay, can I roll to try and scare him?
Yeah, do me intimidation with disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
You're still Ferrum.
But I'm stealthing.
Ferrum is not scary.
God damn it.
Try everything. You're still Ferrum.
Jump out and just goes, "I told you were dumb." You're not even scary. But that's okay because, like, you're my number 2 bestie right now. Okay. So that's, like, enough for you, right?
I hate children.
I'm older than you. 3 months.
Yeah, sure.
He holds up 4 fingers.
3 months.
Mm-hmm. I'm like 15 and like
sure,
a half
yes,
or something.
I want to go to this festival so bad. Please take me.
You're literally talking so weird. Like legit, dude.
Bit my tongue.
That's what you would do.
Yes.
Where are the other 2?
I don't know.
Did they like wake up for breakfast at all? Okay.
I don't know. They want their own night.
All right, come with me to the festival. He just doesn't look at
Okay.
you. He's like really like sweating a little.
I make sure to keep up pace with it, like beside him, and like I'm standing really tall.
You
confident.
flash forward, and you are in the vents of a building. And you're very small, so it's very easy for you to go around these vents in this building. He's like, "All right, dude, literally be so quiet because we gotta check in on the kings."
You're the only one talking.
Shh. Quiet.
I nod.
Bro, I can't hear you.
I grab him by his collar, pull him forward, and whisper in his ear, "I'm being fucking quiet. Try it."
He
Oh
runs
no,
out
Ferrum
and jumps
said
out of
bad
the
word.
He jumps out of the bed, starts sprinting, and he's like, Ferrum said no word! Ferrum said no word, no! He breaks down crying, and you see there are a bunch of actual children, like 5-year-olds here, getting story time from this old platypus man. And Incas runs out crying, and this big, like, baboon man just punches down the wall and is like, what happened? Ferrum said no word, and he's in the vents, and it was his idea to sneak in, or it was their idea to sneak in, and they were like, they were mean to me. I think they're literally, like, cranky. I think they woke up bad today. And you see, like, reality shatter a little, and you're just in front of this big baboon man, and he reaches down and just goes, oh, I think you should go back home, Ferrum. I don't think this is normal behavior for you. I feel bad giving you a punishment. I think you should just head back.
But the people I live with are mean to me.
That's not possible, right? They're like the nice ones.
They're the nice ones.
Are they not? They're like the little cute guys. We have all you guys living in the same area. 'Cause
they
it's
say.
easy. They live there. What do they say? What do they say?
They say very mean things. They call me stupid. They shove me in a box
King
at
Bowes,
night.
I think you need. Literally, they are a little like silly. Like they can't count.
Incas also calls me stupid all the time.
Man, you're scaring me.
I don't want to think that I'm stupid.
I mean, that's normal, but you are. And then you have like a flash of lightning hits here, and all of a sudden you are on a parasail or a paraglider, holding on tight in the middle of the night during a thunderstorm of lightning hitting all around you, and you see behind you these children that are very clearly dressed up in cardboard box suits to look like the army or like a militia that have just sent you to leave Zoe so that you could go be a ball. And it's almost like you went on autopilot and went along with it until now, as you're like falling off of the elephant on a paraglider, and you've just kicked into reality.
Am I able to steer the paraglider?
Yeah, but you're like halfway down the elephant already.
I'm gonna yell up to the kids. Would I be able to like know if like one of the minks' names, like if I have to like have some innate knowledge of like, oh, I know this is the king, I know this is Incas or whatever.
Yeah, you know the guy, like the stout you bullied earlier was like one of the big ones that convinced you, and this cardboard box fake militia, and that you had to be sent away. But also, you know, the Incas was like not there and went his own different way and left on good terms with you.
I'm gonna look back at all of them and I'm gonna yell,
Shanghai's fleas!
He goes, no, and they just push him off the elephant. Belladonna, you wake up at the table.
I wake up laughing.
You wake up laughing like a maniac. It's been 3 seconds since she's dozed off.
Is she okay?
Oh, that was very fun.
I win! I win!
Bro, you fall face flat on the table.
So, what did you two dream about?
We cut into what Bravv sees. And Bravv, you wake up and you feel very short. And you find it quite hard to breathe. They're only a constitution check.
A check or save?
Save you.
You had a difficult birth, what can I say?
You find that you're in an area with a lot less air in it, but you manage to come around it. You're just fine. And you realize that you're amongst the clouds, and you see this woman with wings dipping her sword in this like green kind of lacquer, coating the sword in front of you.
Oh, whoa. What's all that for?
Your voice is really deep, Alta. I mean, oh, it's just like it's the military's trying out these new weapons. We have these like the cores of the island, you know, the floaty things, you know? Remember?
Oh yeah, one looked like a lemon.
Oh. That's so interesting. Do you like have a dream about that?
No, one of my crewmates ate it.
Oh, I see. Calls over to a man by the edge of this cliff and is just like, she's having very imaginative dreams. This is great for her development. Do you think you'll ever want to like hold a sword someday and like you could fight in like the military here? There's not really any danger.
What do you mean? I already have two. And he goes like to reach out to.
You look
plunder
down
the
and
village.
you're just like wearing like a little like t-shirt with sunflowers on it, and you've got like a nappy on or some shit. You look and you've got no swords by you. You've reached down and you've got like a bottle of juice in your hand.
Well, I guess this will work.
It'll work. Like yeah, like it should be tasty.
But like, if I spray the juice fast enough, it can create such a precise slice that it can cut anything.
You're gonna grow up to be just like me.
And he starts practicing. Probably trying to do
He
it.
starts spraying. It's like a fucking like a fruit burst or whatever, just spraying against the wall. It's like a Capri Sun. It's like doing nothing. You see after
His body's not working out for me.
you see after a minute there is a huge shadow behind you, and you see this giant green like worm-like monster floating in the air behind you.
Oh. Yeah, I'll go grapple that. Give me a minute.
The woman runs in front of you and is like, Alta, get down! I'll fight it! And she jumps into the air and starts striking it with her sword. And you see there is a man floating next to it. With huge wings compared to everyone else around you. That are flapping and like keeping him suspended in the air. But like flapping really slowly.
Oh, what the? So I guess Skyhiller's wings can grow that big.
She looks over and is like, Alta, stop theorizing, get to safety.
Well, I can help.
You see this guy is like punching the fuck out of this giant like snake worm monster. For some reason a memory hits your head and you're like, you for some reason become 100% sure that this is the hungry caterpillar invading the island from the book.
Oh wait, this is just like a book I read. Wait a second, I read books?
Yeah, of course you read books. We read you books all the time. And
hungry caterpillar.
this man pushes down with just his hands and sends this monster flying to the ground and falls right in front of you. It's like, kid, you should not be so close to this. That was dangerous. Could have gotten hurt.
Don't worry about me.
What? All right,
I'll be
kid.
fine.
He then flies up into the air and he's like, but don't worry about it because I was here to save you all.
Yeah, I could have handled myself.
This woman comes over and just puts her hand over your mouth and is like, please don't say anything weird to the nice man. I don't know what's gotten into you. And he just flies away and he's just like, I have saved the day. He just keeps saying to himself over and over again. And you see him floating over in this direction as he kind of leaves view, flying away. And breaks down, just like squats down and goes, what's gotten into you? You're disrupting your father's research, and you almost got yourself killed trying to fight the monster.
What was the deal with that? Like, why did the thing appear? Is it gone? He's gonna walk over to the edge and look down.
No, you see, like, its corpse is right in front of you. And she's like,
I thought it fell.
He pushes it down, like, onto the ground. And he goes, I don't know what its deal was, but you should stay away from it because it could be dangerous because it came from below. And
well, I've been down there for a while, like 22 or so years.
She puts her palm up against your forehead and like checks with her other side of her hand, and she's like, "Are you feeling okay?"
It's probably that purple grass I ate.
He runs over. We need to take her to a doctor right now. She ate some purple grass. It's like, all right, okay. And he like has like a million kites flying and shit and all these sails. He's dropping a bunch of shit off the side, and he just kind of ties them up. And he goes to grab you to take you away, and you flash ahead, and you are by a cliffside.
Huh.
You see...
Fire drop, huh?
You see two people talking and having this sort of secret conversation on these floating rocks that all have these different symbols on them that seem to do like different things. Like he steps on one of them. You know somehow that this is like where an island, or where part of the island used to be, and now it's just sort of a bunch of rubble. And all of these kind of rocks have, like one of them he steps on them and it has like a little faint electric spark come out of it. One heats up when he steps on it. And it seems like they're having their secret conversation that you would have to get closer to try and overhear.
Oh, well. I'm gonna try and get closer. Hey, what are you guys talking about?
She's overheard. He just goes like, we're... I mean, none of the sky people can hear. We have to kind of get rid of her, right? And you see this guy doesn't have wings or anything. You see this guy that's come up to this island, starts flying towards you, and you notice he's got this sort of like purple aura around his back, and his wings aren't moving as he flies. He goes, little one, what have you heard? What were you listening in? What did you hear?
Like, fuck all.
You didn't even try listening?
I didn't hear a bit. I was asking what you guys are talking about. I'm just a bit curious.
Oh, that's... Are
You're like
you
flying and shit, like...
I gotta...
that's
Are
crazy.
you willing to, like, go home and, like, kind of just, like, let that be that you didn't really hear anything?
I mean, I could have not seen anything either, you know?
Yeah, would that be okay?
Yeah, do you got any sweets?
Yes! He pulls out a bunch of toffees and gives them to you, and then he flies away, and you head home. And you have like a perfectly normal day and go to sleep, and then like the reality in front of you breaks like glass, and all of a sudden you're floating over this chasm, and this man is like, "You've heard too much, child."
What the fuck did I hear?
A child of such a wretched tongue should not be allowed to live on this island with me. It's like, you've heard too much.
I'll get your bitch ass for this, I swear.
Give me 1 second.
He physically recoils. As vicious mockery
make the
comes out of your
save.
mouth. Okay, let me do this. This man is just holding you over this huge chasm. Let me do a wisdom save real quick. He saves and he's like, that hurt emotionally, but not physically. He's like,
At least I know your way to the heart.
If any last words? Okay, you're already falling. And you notice you're falling really, really slowly. It's kind of like you both can still like talk to each other, and he's like waiting for you to fall to your death, but you're falling really slowly, awkwardly.
Yeah, I bet you feel real stupid now.
Fool! And he just fucking casts telekinesis on you and sends you flying down to the ground below. And he's like, your parents can't hear of what you've heard, for it would ruin my plan. The last thing you hear is he looks over at this other guy and he's like, the fuck was up with that kid? And you can tell there is more to Alta's story, but just you've like ruined the path so much that you just wake up immediately. And all of you wake up and you're feeling more normal. You've essentially sobered up.
Oh, where's all my toffees? Fuck. God, if I let go of them on that fall?
Holy shit.
Oh god. Just so I'll have. Yeah.
I love how it started off with like Belladonna's backstory and it was like sad and then it just got progressively funnier.
I'll get your bitch ass for this.
Did you hear? Fuck off.
It's so funny because Alta like did a perception check and listened in for like quite a while. Heard like some vital info and then got caught. Bro's just like, I'm here.
What you talking about? I'm here. Nothing.
No, just trying to just child.
Oh my god.
Bro,
I too failed the
that's
vicious mockery. I thought you could succeed where I failed.
I mean, it's what Bravv would have done, like.
True. Oh god. Just because we gotta finish up this session now, I'm gonna give you guys just some info for the next one. You guys can make your decision. Angela approaches you guys with these sort of items that she is going to sell at a discounted price to you guys. She has them all in like black briefcases. That is very well padded, fancy briefcases. Some of them larger than others. And she comes along and she's like, all of these are quite expensive relics or like weapons, have it may it be. Who would like to look at theirs first? I've handpicked some items that might be interesting to you guys.
Alta, you should go first.
Is Alta going first?
Oh. Well, if my friends say I should.
She goes first.
Terrifying trait to
Alta, I
picked up.
have two items for you. They come as a pack. Now they are quite expensive, but I have given you guys 50% discount, so this will be worth 1 million berry. And she hands forward a deck of cards and a very fancy looking, like golden tipped rapier. And they come with little info cards she gives you. And the rapier just reads, this is a +1 rapier that when used in combat grants the user the ability to take 2 bonus actions, with the stipulation that the user cannot take the same bonus action twice in a row.
What the fuck? That's broken.
Go.
So, do I have to use it as like an attack when I do it, or do I just?
It's just
Oh, wait,
you have
as
like
long as I have it, I
you
just have 2 bonus actions.
essentially you have free attunement slots for like what you can have as magic items, and if you dedicate one of these as them, as long as you have that,
Yeah.
as one of them, you get this bonus.
Okay.
And also
Are they both 1 million, or like together?
they're 1 million as like a group deal.
Oh,
essentially.
cool.
Oh, everything.
Oh,
We're getting that. Alta, yeah, we're definitely getting that shit. Oh my god.
Bravv slapping his credit card at the
If you say
table.
so.
It is named the Rapier of Split Focus. You also get given this deck of cards that is called the Tarot Deck of Questionable Unlock. It's like, I thought this would be useful for you just because honestly this is the one that I'm giving you for free because it is kind of creeping me out because like family portraits keep falling and cracking when I bring it around. I thought someone like you could make better use of it and sort of tame it in a way. Otherwise I will just kind of throw it in a fire and hope that my house does not burn down. And
It sounds kind of like a burden and unhelpful, but thank you.
but it could be great in your hands. You say that this is essentially like an extra ability where it says possession of this deck of cards gives the user the ability to once per day choose an option on the Risky Gambit table from the first 30 options. And also it has the stipulation...
Once per day, you
Yes.
say.
And it also has the stipulation that a card can be pulled from this deck by anyone, though the wielder and the person pulling the card must consent to it being taken. This can both bring dramatically great and awful effects, and there is a small risk of instant death.
So when I'm using it outside of the 1 to 30, we can pull it at any point and then...
Yeah, it's essentially like kind of like a deck of many things type thing, but it's different, where it's just like a bunch of cards you can get that could be very beneficial, or it's essentially a very risky thing that like anyone can pull from. And just having it on your body gives you this ability with your Risky Gambit. Like, are you happy with either of these, or would you like to hold off for now?
I look back at Bravv.
Hey, they seem pretty fun.
I'll take them.
Fun is a good thing for a weapon to be. Safe and stuff and useful is always good too, but...
Yeah, by the way, Alta, I don't think Skylanders can fly.
What? No,
Yeah.
I can't fly, but they can fly.
Oh, no, definitely not. I think it's just all Skylanders.
Skylanders.
Next up brings forth a briefcase in front of Ferrum. Oh, are you going to buy it? By the way, if you're going to pull a card from this deck, please do not do it in my house.
How about the front garden?
Yeah,
No.
Okay.
yeah, why not? Belladonna
We go
voted
running out
no.
to the front garden.
In front of the front garden.
Back garden.
Just stay away from the statues.
Okay, the back garden.
We
that
can
should
do
be
that.
far away.
Okay.
On the roof? I think that works.
No, not at the roof. You can go in the
Why
back
not?
garden.
Can you get up to the roof?
Well, like, enough hard work.
And levitate up there, but not fly, apparently. Because none of us can
Well,
fly.
if you were like learn like the thing that Audi was doing, right? So like you can fly with that. For whatever the fuck you saw. Oh man, that was some like probably some devil fruit stuff. I don't know what was really going on. I didn't catch a lot of what was happening. I got some toffee though. I don't know if you have any memory of that.
I'm just gonna tell you guys, by the way,
If anything.
if you're looking at the cards, there is a 1 in 22 chance of instant death for anyone that pulls it.
That is
not
higher
nice.
than.
That is a pretty high chance. I just put
That
that
is
in there in
very
case anyone wants to
high.
pull one eventually.
That is very
In
high.
case you want
I
to
will be.
pull-
Eventually.
Okay, where are we going?
Wherever
Okay,
you are.
did we go outside?
Yeah,
Well,
we
we can
decide
go
to go.
outside after we finish the showcase.
After he
Good idea.
pulls up the
After we
briefcase in
make
front of
the deal.
Ferrum. Ferrum, you
Like if
see
one of us is
a bunch of wraps with like copper wire with lots of little engravings on the copper wire. And it says these are high concentration friction wraps. These wraps, when applied to the fists, give +1 to unarmed strikes. For each consecutively landed melee strike in a turn, deals an additional 1d6 fire damage. While equipped, can use the Produce Flame cantrip at will.
Big fan.
And also it just gives for 1 million berry. That's the price tag. This is 50% off. Okay, I do my best for you guys. You guys are family now.
I'll hand that over.
Okay. Goes to Belladonna next turn and says, Belladonna, I did not find the relic to be useful to you, but I found an upgrade to your weapon. If you would be interested in
Ooh.
taking it.
Yes, indeed. Let me see.
She pulls your rifle away from you and turns around and turns her back, and you hear her unplugging some things and screwing some things on, and you pull around and it looks exactly the same, and she gives you like a little note that said, it says umbrella rifle. This is a +1 rifle with the ability to cast shield once per day. This rifle also unlocks the ability to cast shield using spell slots, and this spell is always prepared. So you now have the ability to open the umbrella and cast shield. Since it is a bulletproof umbrella.
That is so cool.
And she says, she hands you a little note and it says 800,000 berry.
Yes, of course, of course.
And Bravv, last of all.
Oh, yeah.
Well, your swords seem quite useful, so I thought you could do more with accessory. And she slides you a little sunglasses case, and you open them up, and you see the unignorable sunglasses of gleaming attention. Is their name.
What?
These sunglasses, when worn, give resistance to radiant damage and advantage on any saving throw to resist being blinded. These glasses allow the user to cast Compelled Duel once per day as a bonus action.
No fucking way.
And you see these are also as 800,000 berries.
That's so sick.
Yeah, sure.
Wait, can you say
Excellent.
that again? Unignorable sunglasses of gleaming
Attention.
attention. Resistance to radiant damage.
Advantage to any saving throw to resist being blinded, and allows you to cast Compelled Duel once per day as a bonus action.
I have
Jesus.
a free resistance.
Yep.
I don't know how often it's gonna come out with radiant.
Yeah, radiant is just anything to do with like light. Like Belladonna has a spell that can do a flashbang that does radiant damage, so
Yeah.
that at least would come up. So other people could have it. With you guys upgraded, we're going to end the session there, and then we will continue next time with the fallout of you guys having your little trip after dinner.
Group
Okay, can I double check that I don't get insta death first? Because if
Are you
I
pulling
do,
a card?
I might need to know like before we start the next session.
Okay, are you pulling a card?
I don't see why I wouldn't pull a card.
Roll
That-
D22? Whatever.
Are they like, is it like permanent health, or is it just like in battle health?
There's a mix of those.
Holy fuck.
Alright, do you want me to look at what the death one is as a number?
Oh gosh, sure. What number would I roll?
1d22.
Oh, it is a D22.
Alright, they're... Okay, you don't die. If you
Don't
rolled a
die.
14, you would have died instantly. Let's
That's
see.
a crazy number for it to be.
Oh!
instantly.
Roll a d3.
If you roll a 1, you die instantly.
This is a positive one. Okay. You feel in your mind like a little glimmer of like what can only be described as just magic, like a little puff of blue. You see in your head, and you just hear, "Oh ho ho!" and you draw the card of the magician. You gain a feeling of, you feel a connection to a close by genie. You can cast the wish spell 1d3 times over the next year.
What the fuck?
So you now have a genie waiting nearby with a wish ready for you.
You just have
Huge.
You have one usage of the wish spell.
I could have had 3.
You could have had 3 wishes over the next year, but
Jesus.
one wish is pretty big.
You know, maybe
Okay,
this is
I'm
gonna
now
end
gonna
the
probably
session.
never
Have a
touch
week
that
of
thing again.
pondering.
This is also a thing you could just hand out to like anyone as long as they like consent to it. So
Oh god.
Jesus Christ.
what do I end the
Good
session
session
just
for all
like,
time.
yeah, there's a nearby genie. No biggie.
So there's this guy, right?
I guess now you can wish to have the ability to fly, I guess.
True.
Alright, you guys take care.
Yeah, I
Beautiful
hope you
session. Thank you
enjoyed.
so
See you
much.